Let's break it down. The broken baker's coming to town. From Denmark with love, watching courts go wild. American drama got me hooked like a child. Twists in the courtroom, objections all day. Live on the screen, come and join the fray. Step one, grab your coffee, settle in tight. Step two, laugh at the chaos left and right. Step three, Danish take on the law so crazy. Step four, hit subscribe, don't be lazy. Oh yeah! He's the broken baker, breaking down cases, real truth shaker. Witty and fun from across the sea. The broken baker set my free. Hey, hey, broken baker, Danish style so smooth. Legal madness in the groove. Yeah, join the live today. The broken baker's here to slay. High profile trials, witnesses spin. Alibis cracking, let the fun begin. Outside of you with a humorous twist. True crime fans, you don't wanna miss. Even when it's broken, we find the fun. Danish baker baking truth for everyone. The broken baker, yeah. Hit that bell, let's go
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, and what, if any, you might be, and welcome to this YouTube presentation of the au pair trial. Out of Virginia, did he make this plan with his au pair to unalive his wife, setting up poor Joseph Ryan as the fall guy, and then they got caught? Or is it that nefarious au pair who made it all up and is just trying to get this poor IRS agent in the grease pan, as we would say in Denmark? Yesterday, they went through first arriving officers, the ME, and quite a bit with the au pair. A weirdly unemotional person when we think about what she talked about, she have participated in. So she's going to be back on the stand from the beginning. I'm really looking forward to cross, because from the opening statement, it kind of seems that the entire defense relies on making her unbelievable. And you probably can do that. I don't know. That's not what I want to put up. Hey, tons of fun. I hate this song more every day. Well, Garbage Brain, we change them roughly every month, so you will get 12 songs you can hate all year long. And I hate the audio they are playing. Please hype Jimmy's new song, Psychosis Machine. Well, I have a song coming out tomorrow, most likely, so I'll have to fight Jimmy about it. Hey, Holly, because I made a new intro for my night shows, because that was a Christmas-inspired one I had. So I've done a new one. It's Degeneracy. Hey, Beach Girl. Yeah, it is a crazy trial. It's more crazy that it went to trial. Unless they really batter her on cross, I don't see why he thinks he has a chance. Hey, Christina. Thank you, Holly. Hey, NEM. Well, if you don't hate it, then Marissa hates it. If Marissa doesn't hate it, Sue hates it. Someone always hates all the songs. Hey, ex-wife. When does court start? In 6 minutes. I think they're both guilty. Well, innocent until proven guilty is, as always, the standard we have. But the case had a good. The state had a good case yesterday, I think. Jimmy is really good at making these songs, and he makes them himself. I just use AI. Good morning, broken hearted. Why does this sound like I'm watching a dirty movie? I really don't like that. Well, I'm sorry. I will make an Irish jig for you at some point. Oh, look at me. I moved to Ireland and I can't dance to anything but an Irish jig. I'm coming from Massachusetts, but now I'm in Ireland. Bonny old Ireland. No, that's Scotland. The Green Emerald Isles. And we be dancing to Morrissey dance and a jig. Anything other than that is heresy, I tell you. Heresy. Hey, Sleuthy Goosey. That was probably racist against the Irish. Thank you, Lisa, for not abandoning me just over the intro song. Now it's over my hatred towards the Irish. Okay, I'll put in Irish jig the next time. Hey, Kesima. And Plushy. I can't wait to move move out of Massachusetts. Maybe. But no. And still, this is very phallic, I have to say. Especially if you can look close. I know what you're on about, Virginia. I can tell that, yeah. Do a Croatian accent. Well, the only Croatian I've ever heard is people pointing a shotgun at me and yelling me in the face. So I don't think it'll be representative of it. But I don't know how close it is to Serbian. The only things I can say is like Dobro dan, kako ste, vidimo se sutra. What is it? Drina is cigarettes. Well, it's a brand of cigarettes. That's as much as I remember of my Serbski, Bosnanski, whatever they called it when I was down there. Is that seal from the bowls of the, is that this? Yeah, it kind of looks like it could have been in the bottom of the bowls in the birdcage because can I enhance this? Let me just. Don't tell me that this isn't clearly what I see it is. You're not fooling anyone, Virginia. Don't you have some girls down there? No, I don't have any girls in mind. Oh, I'm sure I have girls in mind. But titlets out and we all know what this is. So, Massachusetts, you're horrible, horrible people. That's all I can say. Did I tell you I said nefarious to my hubby the other night and he just gave me a funny look? No. But I could understand why. It's the same when you say special protector to people who don't know the law and they say, no, it's prosecutor. Yeah, it's prosecutor. It could be rackets being walked on, but still, I know a dong when I see a dong. I was in the steam room today at the gym. Yeah. And this is a good Christian channel, and they put stuff like that on the screen. This is why Jamie won't join us, because it's so nefarious. Let's cover that up. I'm not a horrible person. I live in Massachusetts. Well, I think there's a lot of wonderful people who live in Massachusetts. You're just not sending your best to work for the Norfolk County DA's office. And yes, it's been confirmed by Aiden this morning. They didn't turn over the Cosgrove's motion to why he shouldn't be excluded. They had a deadline yesterday. They again missed their deadline, but it's going to be like whenever. Last time, I think it was 3 days late. He's going to turn it in, and he's going to say, well, I have so much to work at. I just can't. I can't do it. Come on, Your Honor. Your Honorship, give me 5, 6, 24 more days. It's okay. It's disgusting what they put on your screen. Yes, because I'm a good Christian channel. Talking about good Christians. Hey, Krista. Why do I call you Christina? It's because another Christina was just here.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Shapiro.
And glad that you have your hot.
Do we have any preliminary matters before we bring the co-defendant back on the stand?
Turn off the music.
Okay, if we can bring the co-defendant back in.
Turn off the music.
Yes.
Yeah, deadline's medline. It's like a guideline or waterline, or in this case, a hairline. They won't. They'll be just like every. You don't hear the music. I hear the music. Unbelievable. Big Red succeeded in freezing Kimmy's Venmo. Kimmy who? And how? She has the same clothes on like yesterday. Sorry, I know we don't body shame. Is she pregnant? No, she's just looked like she was, you know, when you ladies protect your belly. Maybe it's the high nut fiber diet. Maybe she has a Nurse Kim's Venmo. That should be a big old problem, that because that's meddling with bank stuff, and normally banks are really, really not fond of you messing with that one. Yeah, that's I would be calling my bank instantly, because that's very, very bad. Yeah, that's probably her problem. She's not much of a spinner. Oh, it's something. I thought I had something on my screen, and it's just this lapel. Bologna sandwiches are not good for the waistline, especially when you don't have that much height to put the weight on.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you for being punctual today. I do appreciate it. As you may recall, we were in the middle of the direct testimony of Ms. Magalhães. And ma'am, I just want to remind you that you're still under oath. Okay, ma'am? You're still under oath. Okay?
Turn off the music.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
When we ended yesterday, I had asked you if you had told the police that you spoke to on the day that this happened what you told us yesterday?
I told the version that Brendan had told me
And why did you do that?
because that's what he had told me all along. If I ever was going to speak with a lawyer, or I should have told that version.
Okay. And were you ever arrested on, for the events that happened that day?
Yes,
And when were you arrested?
I don't know. Again, I don't know the situation, but a copyright a copyright strike is a legal matter that's ongoing. So I don't think they could freeze her Venmo over that. Venmo has no direct connection to YouTube. So again, they would have to probably, to get Venmo to do something, they will have to either complain that she has. I know people who have been banned over political positions, especially during the coup and stuff like that. Or they could have gone in and claimed that she might have used it fraudulently. But again, that's a big old fucking problem if they lie to a bank, because banks are just like copyrights. It's federal, folks. So if these idiots are using all of these tricks now to try and hurt people's businesses, they will be fucked so hard up the ass, and not in the, okay, it's his birthday kind of way. Because you don't play with federal. You don't play with federal. So, yeah. Nurse Kim has a buy-in for a girls' weekend. Big Red called it a gambling ring. That could be what she reported her for. And again, it's federal.
October 2023.
Yes, it is.
And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you Commonwealth 79, and I'm going to ask for it to be displayed to the witness and counsel only at this point.
All right.
Do you have a document on your screen?
No,
It would be on your screen too.
It would be on my screen too. I think it came out.
Heinzie. Elaine, you have to figure out the...
There you go.
Do you have a document on your screen now?
yes,
Okay. I'm going to scroll through it so you can see it. Do you recognize this document?
yes.
What is it?
It's my plea agreement.
Judge, at this point, I'd ask the court to enter Commonwealth 79
All right.
into evidence,
Any objection?
No objection.
All right, 79 in evidence.
and this can be published.
Thank you.
Now, I'm going to scroll down again, and I'm going to ask if you signed the document.
Yes,
That's your signature?
yes.
Can you read paragraph 5 for us aloud?
Yeah. My attorneys have advised me that the punishment which the law provides is as follows: a maximum of 10 years imprisonment and a minimum of 1 year's imprisonment, or in the discretion of the jury or the judge sitting without a jury, up to 12 months in jail and or a fine of not more than $2,500, or both. And also the probation may or may not be granted, and that if I plead guilty to more than one offense, the court may order the sentences to be consecutively, that is, one after another.
consecutively.
And then I'd like you to look at paragraph 8. Can you read paragraph 8 aloud for us, please?
Yes. The following plea agreement is the full and complete agreement between me, my attorneys, and the Commonwealth's attorney. The Commonwealth has amended count 1 of the indictment and will not cross count 2. The Commonwealth will recommend the defendant to be sentenced to a period of active incarceration, capped at the time served at the time of sentencing, provided she remains incarcerated until such time and conditioned upon the defendant's continued cooperation with the Commonwealth. All terms and conditions of the sentence shall be in discretion of the court.
So, do you understand that this document tells us that you pled guilty to manslaughter?
Yes,
And do you understand that this document tells us that the maximum penalty for manslaughter is 10 years?
yes,
And is it your understanding that you can receive up to 10 years for this?
Yes.
In this plea? Is it fair to say that you hope that you get less than 10 years?
yes,
And before you entered this guilty plea, did you have your own attorneys?
yes,
And were you able to discuss with your attorneys the options that you had with regard to your own case in this matter?
yes,
And were you able to discuss with them your option to have a trial if that's what you wanted to do?
yes,
And were you able to discuss with them options for a plea agreement, to talk about a plea agreement?
yes,
And when you talked with your attorneys, did they talk with you about all of the options that you had, the evidence in your case? Did you have full discussions with them?
yes.
Do you know who paid for your attorneys?
Who, what? I'm sorry.
Who paid for your attorneys?
Brendan's mother.
And so you were arrested in October of 2023, and you entered your guilty plea in October 2024. Why did you wait a year?
I'm sorry.
Why did you wait a year?
I had things I was concerned about, such as I was afraid of not being able to be represented if they stopped the payment. I was afraid of not having any way of communication with my family, my mom in Brazil, because I depended on Brendan's mother to do that for me. And
So you said that you were concerned that you wouldn't have representation anymore. What do you mean by that?
because once the payment stopped, I thought I wouldn't have Ryan as my lawyer and it would be just dropped out.
And did that happen, or did Ryan continue to represent you?
He continued to represent me.
And you said you were concerned you wouldn't be able to communicate with your mom. What was your concern? Why was that a concern for you?
Because I only had Brendan's mother or him to help me communicate with my family in Brazil via phone call or messages. I depended on them financially to be able to be texting my mom, and yeah.
So what ultimately made you decide that you were going to enter this plea?
Was the thought of being the right thing to do. I guess we all deserved to know what happened, and I just couldn't hold it. I just couldn't keep it to myself. The feeling of shame and guilt and sadness and all those feelings.
And so you decided to enter a plea. What made you decide to cooperate and testify against the defendant in this case?
Well, I got the plea because it was also the right thing to do, and
No, that's the truth. I got a plea.
sorry, and also because I had a potential of getting less time.
Between February 24th, 2023 and October of 2023, did you continue your romantic relationship with the defendant?
Yes,
That is a mom who paid.
And after February 24th, 2023, did you ever go back and live at the house on Stablebrook Way?
yes.
Who lived at the house with you after you were able to go back to the house?
At that point, it was only me, Brendan, and Valerie.
And when you returned to the house, what bedroom did you stay in?
When we first returned, I stayed in my bedroom, my upper bedroom.
Did anyone stay in that bedroom with you?
Yes,
Who?
Brendan.
And did the two of you ever move into the master bedroom?
Eventually, yes.
Do you recall when?
I would say maybe,
Don't guess. Do you recall when?
no,
Okay. When you came to live in that house before February 24th, 2023, when you first arrived in October of 2021, who lived in the master bedroom at that time?
Christine and Brendan.
And where did you live when you came in
I
October of 2021?
had my own bedroom.
And where was that bedroom?
It's on the same floor as the master bedroom and Valerie's bedroom.
And did you hang anything up in that bedroom? Did you make it your own?
Yes,
What'd you put up?
a Brazilian flag, some pictures on the frame. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And did anyone else come to live with you in the house on Stablebrook Way after February 24th, 2023?
Well, Brendan's mother was mostly staying with us. And a few months after, we moved his grandmother down from New York to live with us.
And who was supporting you after February 24th, 2023?
Who was supporting me?
Yeah.
Brendan.
When you were first arrested, were you able to speak to the defendant on the phone?
Yes,
And did you send letters to him?
yes,
And did he send letters to you?
yes,
Did the two of you continue your relationship?
yes,
Did you speak to his mother on the phone?
yes.
And his mother's name is what?
Teresa, we call her Tess.
Okay. Did you send letters to her?
Yes,
Did she send letters to you?
yes,
Did you receive letters and correspondence from anyone else in the defendant's family?
his stepmom and his grandmother.
And did there come a time when the defendant and his family stopped communicating with you?
Yes,
When was that?
right when I signed my plea deal.
And after you were arrested, were you able to keep in touch with your family in Brazil?
After my arrest, yes,
Okay. And how was that possible?
through Brendan's mom, she used to help us to communicate through a phone call, and she would put money on my account so I can text with my mom in Brazil, my family.
And did that support ever stop?
Yes,
When did that support stop?
when I signed my plea deal.
Judge, I'd ask for the court's indulgence at this time.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
We can terminate this view.
All right, thank you. All right, cross-examination.
This is going to be interesting. Marissa, that's just so mean of you. She helped your son. At least you can do is just keep her in contact with her family in Brazil. She's gonna send your son to prison as well, but come on now, you're just a meanie. Exactly.
Yeah. Or do you want it back on?
Yeah. She's a full service nanny.
Is that
Well,
sufficient?
it's going to lock the screen.
So you are going to project?
Yeah.
So do you need to connect?
No, I'm going to do it with this one.
So you need to connect?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, his mom was paying for her attorney back when before she took a plea deal. Beginning to think she's not super bright. I'm actually thinking she's way more conniving than we believe. Her whole spiel yesterday with the, oh, he was just saying, I'm going to unalive my wife. And I thought, oh, that's a joke. I think she was seeing green and green card and thinking it's better than going back to the favela. Oh, by the way, if you're Danish, next Wednesday, next Wednesday, the 21st, MLS Day will be in Odense. Well, if you're Swedish as well, or German, or Dutch, or however long you want to travel, MLS Day will be in Odense. We're going to meet up and walk around, show him that things can be more than 5 years old, because I know you Americans don't know that. Walk around Odense, look at the Hans Christian Andersen things, have a lunch together, and tell stories about how I don't know, Sweden should return Danish occupied territories to his wife, who is a Swede. Ew. So if you want to join us for that excursion, it's next Wednesday at 10-ish o'clock at Odense Banegård. You're more than welcome. Please let us know if you're coming so we don't walk off. Or don't be a dinosaur and arrive without telling you're coming. Well, then you can't claim habeas corpus, because that's under Magna Carta, which is from 12 something.
Good morning, ma'am.
Come on.
If I ask any questions you don't understand, just please ask me to repeat them, okay? I want to make sure you understand everything that's being said here.
Yes.
Yesterday, there was a great deal of talk about a plan.
Yes.
Do you recall that?
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, when did this plan, when was it originally formulated?
Can you talk a little bit louder, please? I can't really hear you.
When was it originally formulated?
Originally,
Yes.
say after October, when he first mentioned the plan, that was just, at that point, was just get rid of Christine. And then I can tell you exact
It's loud.
the date.
Okay.
But
So sometime in October, the plan was to get rid of Christine.
yes,
At what point did there become clear actions that we're going to be taking?
What do you mean?
Did it ever grow to be something other than that?
Yes,
Okay, when did that happen?
when I created a website, I would say in January.
Okay, and that was January?
Yeah,
Okay, January 9th?
I can tell you the date.
Okay. Okay, well, let's just talk about that. So, I think you testified that the creation of a website required an email in Christine's name, correct?
Yes, correct.
Do you remember the email address?
I do not.
Okay. Do you remember, were you there when the email was created?
Yes,
Okay, and what device was it created on?
laptop.
Okay. Now, was Christine home at that time?
Yes.
Okay, so describe for me how you and Brendan were able to get Christine's laptop on this day when that email was connected.
Like I mentioned before, every time we would get her laptop, it'll be because she'd get home from work or the day before, her backpack would be by the door with her laptop in it and her work stuff in it. And so it was, I would say, easy access.
Okay, I've heard you say that before, but what I'm asking is, who took the laptop from wherever it was that Christina thought it was?
That day, I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember after the laptop was obtained, what room that you were in?
What?
What room that you were in?
What room in the house?
Yes.
When the laptop was up?
So
I'm confused. Sorry.
you just said you don't remember who grabbed the laptop,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Correct? But you're saying somebody grabbed the laptop, and I
Yes.
assume you're meaning between either my client or you. Okay. And at some
Sue has not been blocked. Sue is being seen as a bot by YouTube because she has been over on on MJ's channel playing word games. YouTube has gotten this new fancy little glitch that when you chat too often, even though YouTube wants you to chat as much as possible, so it'll recommend you to my channel to more people, but roughly around Christmas, YouTube fixed a problem that now makes it so if you chat too much, YouTube will see your account as a bot account, and they will then block it, and it'll last for a day and a half. Sue got hit over the weekend. Then she was here yesterday. She probably went and played word games again, and now YouTube have blocked her again. It's not something I have done. It's not something I can undo. It's a YouTube thing. YouTube fixes problems all the time. And anyone who understands where he's going with this other than to confuse or rate the jury, let me know.
point there was a creation of a new email, correct? And where was that when that happened?
I do not remember.
Okay, so so you don't know who took it,
I'm
you
missing
don't remember that, you don't remember where the actual action to get this all started, the first part of the plan, you didn't remember that?
No.
Okay. Did you know at the time that you were creating it where Christine Banfield was?
In the bedroom, upstairs?
Okay, so you can conclude that you weren't in the bedroom or upstairs, correct?
No.
So you just don't know what area of the house you're in?
Correct.
Okay. Now, leading up to that, did you and Brendan talk about how you were going to do it, or what type of an account it was going to be, or what kind of name?
If we talked about it,
Yeah,
probably did, but
okay.
I can tell you details.
I'm sorry, did you say you can't tell any details?
I can remember details
Okay,
of
you can't
how the
remember
email
details.
was, the name,
Okay.
or, yeah.
Okay. And so, who was the one typing?
Typing what specifically? The email?
Yeah, to open the account.
Brendan?
Okay. Did you, at any point, type anything in or do anything to assist him with the laptop?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, on this initial day, which was when this all started?
Not that I recall.
Okay. So the actual beginning of this action plan, what do you recall about it?
Well, you asked, and I told you things I remember. That's what I remember.
Well, you didn't remember anything, though. So what did you actually remember from that day?
Well, I remember that the account was created, the email, and that Christine was upstairs in the bedroom. That's it.
So there was an account created and Christine was in the bedroom,
Yes.
but you don't know where you and Brendan were.
I can tell you for sure.
You don't know who got the laptop, which was the device that was used to create the account.
Correct.
And other than saying, well, she usually leaves her bag by the door, you don't know whether it was obtained from the door, correct?
You can say that.
Well, I'd rather you tell me.
Yes.
Okay. Now, we'll get back to that, but
What happened?
ma'am, you were just speaking with Ms. Sprisler about letters,
Yes.
and that was a common way for you to communicate, correct?
Yes.
Is that displaying?
It's
for-
displaying just to the attorneys and
Okay,
to
okay.
myself. If you would like her to see it, I just need an exhibit number.
Yes, Your Honor, this would be exhibit number 1.
Okay? And you want to display it to the witness?
Display to the witness, please.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And if you can, just let me know when you need me to scroll for you, and I can make sure you see the whole thing.
I can see it.
Are you able to read that?
The whole letter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm able to see it.
Do you want to read the whole letter?
Do you want me to?
I want to make sure that this is your letter. Is this your letter?
Yes, that's
This is
my
a letter that you wrote, it looks like on December 8th, 2023?
Yes.
And that would have been about 2 months after you were arrested on this charge?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
And calling your attention to the highlighted portion. Is that fair and accurate?
Did you ask something? I'm sorry, I was reading.
I was asking you to read it, yes. Have you read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Okay. And the yellow portion there, can you read that, please?
Yes. Well, now that you know, parentheses, I mean, they already knew, close parentheses, that I'm not going to cooperate with them. There's nothing I can do. So I don't know what they are going to use. I mean, everything they have and can. I don't know everything. I just have the feeling they might hold me here until my trial. It can take months, years. There are many theories of what had happened, set up by you, us, or I wasn't supposed to be there, and etc.
Okay. In this letter, which you wrote, it suggests that someone from the Commonwealth had been talking to you about cooperating against Brendan. Is that correct?
No, they never talked directly with me.
Okay. How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Overruled.
How would they communicate that to you?
Through my lawyer.
Okay. And so this is 2 months after you were arrested. And were you given an opportunity to plead guilty and cooperate at that time?
Yes.
Okay. And what was it that they were offering?
This is fast for him. I'm only at 1.25 speed. This is fast for him. And what's the avenues? Prove she did it. Prove she's lying just to get a plea deal, or just make her look incredibly unbelievable in front of the jury. I'm not really getting there by just, yeah, she wrote some letters, like Aiden said in his bus stop today. They read your fucking mail. You don't write everything in it.
You at that time?
At that point, my lawyer had said that they were offering, in exchange for my cooperation, they would offer me a misdemeanor and I would be released on time served.
Okay. And I guess, as I understand it, your lawyer communicated that to you, and then you made the decision as to that?
Yeah,
And what was your decision?
that I didn't want it.
Okay. So you rejected the misdemeanor offer
Yes,
based on what you knew?
yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge, may we publish this to the jury?
If you're going to, are you entering into evidence?
Actually, I'm sorry, I'll hold off.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you see the letter on your screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's going to be marked as Defense Exhibit 2. This is a 4-page letter, so I'll scroll through it if you need to identify it. Tell me when you need to move.
I can see it.
Okay, do you want me to scroll it so you can read the rest of it?
If you like, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure you have full understanding of what it is. This would be page 2 of 3.
I see it.
Okay. And this is page 3 of 3.
I can see it.
Okay, this looks like it was written on November 1st, 2023, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and that's your signature down at the bottom? Or
Yes.
your name? Let me bring your attention to the highlighted portions.
Okay.
Can you read that, please?
Yes. I said, it's killing me, and I mean it. And then another paragraph. It breaks my heart to think that I may not be able to be with you guys soon. It hurts me extremely thinking that I may not be there for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, friend's birthday, and all those special dates with the situation.
Okay. And do you recall, was this, so this would have been sooner than the one that I showed you before, because it was November. Do you recall whether the offer of a misdemeanor had been extended prior to you writing this?
I can recall.
Okay. So you don't know whether it was before writing this or after writing this?
I can't say for sure.
Okay. Ma'am, I put on the screen what will be marked as Defense Exhibit number 3. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
And this appears to be, well, you tell me, I don't want to suggest anything to you. What's the date at the top of the letter?
14/11/2023.
So November 14th, 2023?
Yes.
Okay. And did you get a chance to read that first page?
I can see it on the screen.
Okay, and I just want to make sure you have a chance to read it. I'm not trying to rush you through
Oh,
this.
do you want me to read them?
Well, I want you to make sure that you know it's your letters,
Okay.
okay?
Yeah.
When you're ready to know that that's your letter, then I'm happy with that.
It is my letter.
Okay, let me call your attention to the highlighted portion. And this is after you've already signed off from your signature, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and if you can just read that aloud, please.
Yes, I said, I can bear living this without you. It's too much pain that I don't want. to live like this. I can't. I just don't want to feel this way anymore. It's a torture. I love it more than anything.
Okay. And can you describe for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what is the feeling that you're talking about and what is the torture that you're describing?
Being in this situation,
Okay.
what I was going through mentally.
And can you articulate what that situation was on November 14th, 2023 that was causing you torture?
It's being away from my family. It's being in the situation I've been in for the past 2 years.
Well, we're talking about then, what you were feeling then, which would have been November 14th, 2023.
I guess the fact of being away from him.
Okay. And so at that point, you'd been away from the Banfield house for a little over a month, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so is the torture that you're away from him or the torture that you're in jail?
I would say both.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to suggest to you what you should say. I want to hear from you. What are you describing?
Well, I think it's always been both.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said it was always both.
Okay. So when you're being asked to recall, and I'm giving you a date, what I'm anticipating is that you can say what it is that you were feeling that caused you to write a letter like that. Can you remember what you were feeling that caused you to write that letter?
No, I normally write letters when I was sad, upset.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see a new letter up there on the screen in front of you?
I do.
And it looks as though it's October 15th, 2023. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is this a
Oh,
letter?
I think it was November.
Oh, I did say October. Sorry, November.
Yes.
And it says, "Hi, Mimi." Can you describe who that is?
It's Brendan's mother.
Okay, and so this is a letter to Brendan's mother, like the second one that I showed you.
Yes.
Okay. And can you just look at this and tell me whether you know that to be your letter that you wrote or not?
It is the letter that I wrote.
It's the letter you wrote? Okay, good. And if you could, I'm going to scroll down to make sure I catch all the highlighted portions. So let me start with the first page there. Can you read the highlighted portion there?
Yes. So what if they don't let me go home for now or so long? What am I supposed to do? I said it before, how disturbing my thoughts have been recently. I'd rather to die than live like this, live with this pain. It's too painful for me.
Okay. And that's obviously very serious language for you to write. What were you experiencing that caused you to write that particular portion of the letter?
Depression,
Okay.
and I just didn't want to live anymore.
Okay. Now, in terms of the procedural posture of your case, had you had a bond motion at that point?
I don't remember exactly the times I've had bone motion, but I did have a few.
So you were arrested, was it October 8th?
October 2023, yes.
Do you remember the day?
October 13th.
The 13th, sorry. And I imagine soon thereafter you had a bond motion, correct?
Yes,
And you were denied that bond motion?
yes,
And did there come a time where you had a bond motion in the circuit court?
yes.
And when would that have been in relation to November 15th, 2023?
Say it again?
November 15th, 2023?
What about it? I
When-
didn't hear it. Or,
When would the circuit court appeal of the bond motion have occurred in relation to November 15th, 2023?
when?
Yeah. Do you know?
No, I can't recall.
Okay. And so you don't know whether having the circuit court deny your bond motion was the cause of what you're talking about and your pain in your
I
leg?
can say for sure, no.
Okay. It was what you said before, being here and being in the situation that you're in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And let's look at and there's a further highlighted portion down the letter. Can you read that?
Yes. The first one says, I will always remember you, moments and memories we made in New York City.
Okay. And this was when you were with Tess up there, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move. And finally, this highlighted portion.
I said, I am in a terrible and deep pain. I wish I could take it away. I cannot stand with it. I can't do this. It would be too much pain. I'm firm.
Okay. Those are serious words. Did you seek any sort of help, or were these letters kind of you reaching out for that help?
I also started taking medication for depression, anxiety in the jail. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And when did that start?
I can say for sure.
Okay. Was it? Let's just take a notable event in every year. Was it before New Year's Day, or was it after New Year's Day?
I can't say it.
Okay. And so, Judge, if I didn't say it, I would mark this as defense exhibit number 4.
It's number 4,
Okay,
yes.
okay, I
You
just
did.
want to make sure. So for what's been identified as defense exhibit number 4, you're not certain what the source of the pain is that you're referencing in this letter?
Specifically, no.
Okay, but and this is my words, not yours. You tell me if I'm wrong. It appears to be getting worse.
It appears to be what?
As the letters go in chronology, they appear to be getting worse in terms of what you're saying about the torture and the pain and things like that.
Yes,
Okay, is that fair to say?
it is.
Okay. Your Honor, the letter before you, I'd identify as defense exhibit number 5.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you see that letter?
I do.
And this appears to be dated November 16, 2023, correct?
Correct.
And let me just bring you down, and would that be a letter that you've written?
Yes.
Okay, let me just bring you down to the highlighted portions. This would be a day after the letter that was received that we just talked about, exhibit number 4. Can you read the highlighted portions, please?
Yes, the first one says, I cannot bear living without you. And
Okay.
the second highlighted is, I'm trying to be as strong as I can be.
Okay, and I'll scroll down for you, so if there's any further. That's the end, okay. And ma'am, is there anything different about what you're talking about here? It's not talking necessarily about pain, but it's talking about bearing living living in the jail without him.
Living in what?
You say, I cannot bear living here without you.
Oh, yes.
Okay? And was that based on what you were experiencing in the previous letters?
Yes.
Okay, the same thing, or was there something new about this particular letter?
Well, for me, it's the same thing. I guess it's just get confused. I guess messed up with words, how to describe them. But
Okay. So it appears that up to this point, and I'm going to try to keep this moving along, everything appears to be kind of going back to the same thing that you've already testified to. So I'm going to show you letters. If something changes as to why you wrote certain things, can you tell me that? I'll ask you the question, but I just want to keep moving along.
Yes.
Okay? And can you read that, which will be marked as Defense Exhibit Number 6? Sorry, were you able to read that?
Yes,
Okay, and was that a letter that you had written?
yes.
And who is that addressed to?
Brendan,
Okay, and can you read the highlighted portion for me?
yes. It says, during the day, I just feel like crying, sad, depressed, racing thoughts, heart pounding, and I can't sleep. And this is exhausted, physically and emotionally. I feel drained, no strength anymore, no courage, no hope. It feels like a personal hell in life. Painful, torture, disturbing. And I don't want to live or to feel this. Better take my life in trade of the pain. And the next it says, it's killing me.
Okay. It sounds like this is getting worse in terms of the things you're saying. Does that the way it sound to you?
Sounds like it, yes.
Okay. How were you, what were you feeling to make you write a letter like this?
I think it mixed feelings. Like I said again, it was a lot to hold in.
Okay. And was there anything greater or lesser than what you had said about the previous letters?
Well, for me, it sounds basically the same, where I said, I just don't want to live to feel this.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily to interpret the letter that you see now. It's actually what was the feeling that you had when you were writing the letter is what I'm asking.
What the hell is going on? These questions. What were you feeling? She was feeling like hell. She was stuck in prison. She had no connections to her family. She killed 2 people, and the only people who she had communications with was the guy who helped her kill 2 people and his mom. She should just say that, and then his entire plan is busted out the window, because he wants her to say, well, I was just mad, and that's why I lied about him and made all of this up so I could get a sweetheart deal. I did it. I'm sorry. She's not going to say that. This lady she's too street smart to fall for that one.
Well, clearly not good.
Okay.
No good.
And do you remember whether this was before or after you were offered
More
the
people should be
opportunity for a
Scandinavian.
misdemeanor and to try testify against my client?
Well, in terms of the date, I can't tell.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am, can you see the letter that's on the screen?
Yes, I can.
And if you'd like to read it and just tell me if that's a letter that you wrote?
Yes, it is.
Is-
Exhibit 7, is that correct?
I believe, yes, it's 7,
Okay,
Judge.
thank you.
This will be identified as Defense Exhibit 7, but if you could just please read the highlighted portions.
Yes. It says, I don't want to live this. I don't want to keep living, keep going. And The other highlight says, I just want this to be over in one way or another, good or bad way.
Okay. And this would have been probably, let me see, would have been 3 days after Exhibit 6. Is this more serious, or is it the same as what you were talking about?
It sounds the same to me.
Okay. Did there come a time when?
Sorry. She's depressed. She's in fucking prison. She is thinking about self-deletion. She is being treated for depression and anxiety. Could there be a reason she's feeling like that? Maybe because she's in effing prison. Any one of you some of you might have seen a video of a certain YouTube journalist who got a PTSD-like response when he was told that someone was going to call the police. Please don't mention names. That'll just trigger her. That's how he felt. Imagine this lady is in the slammer when she's writing this. She's raw. She's vulnerable. She's sitting there. He probably promised her nothing's ever going to happen. I'm too smart. I know it because I work with all of this. And he's just trying to say, well, you were mad at him, right? No, she was probably highly depressed and wondering, I thought this was go well. We would off the wife. I would be the new wife. I would get to stay in America. Everything would be great. We had planned all of this. He promised me nothing would go wrong. How come he's on the outside and I'm in here? He's the guy who set it up for me. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
And you sought help within the jail?
Yes,
Okay, and that's where you got the medication from?
yes,
And would it be fair to say that these kind of statements weren't in your letters at some point after you had done the medication?
these letters what? I'm sorry.
So I'm just trying to understand. You sought help, they provided you medication.
Yes,
And is the medication specifically related to the pain and the torture that you're talking about in these letters?
it was related to all those feelings, the feelings I was carrying with me.
Okay, and did that feeling that you've just described through mid to late November in the last few letters, did that continue on after you took that medication, or did it get better?
It made it better in a way, I guess, that I felt numb.
Okay,
Because the evidence.
thank you.
I think he was
Let's move
arrested
on to what would
a
be
couple of months
marked
after
as
her, but I'm
defense
not
exhibit
sure.
number 8, I believe, Judge.
All right, yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can you read that, ma'am, just to tell me if that is your letter?
It is my letter.
It is?
Yes.
Okay, and let me just scroll up so you can look at the highlighted portions. It looks like there's just one line highlighted there. What does that say?
It says, I'm not willing to spend life in prison for something I didn't do.
Okay. Now, was it your understanding at the time that you had the possibility of life in prison?
At the time, yes.
Okay, based upon the charge that you were charged with?
Yes.
Okay, and who told you that?
My lawyer.
Okay, and let's just talk about that particular area of the letter. Do you remember, so you're talking about something that you didn't do. Are you talking about this case?
Yes.
Okay, and so at that point, you were in jail and you wrote, I didn't do this.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, let's look at the next letter here. If you can tell me if that's a letter you wrote, then we can go right to the highlighted sections, but I don't want to rush you.
It's Exhibit 9, correct?
Exhibit 9, sorry, Judge.
That's fine.
It is a letter I wrote, yeah.
Okay. And can you read the highlighted portion? I think it looks as though there's two on the first page. This was dated December 4th, 2023. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's written on the top. If you could please read the highlighted portion.
Yes, it says, well, they arrested me for the obvious reason, right? But they want me to cooperate against you because according to them, I know more than it's being said, and they say they know more than I think they know.
Okay. And then the lower portion?
It says the only way I'm not sure what I said either, but the only way this case is not going to trial if they drop the charge, and we know they won't.
Okay. And that's, do you recall whether or not you've said this statement, the first one, whether you had met with the police or the prosecutors at this point on December 4th?
No, I have not met with
Okay.
them.
So this information comes from when you and your lawyer were talking?
Yes,
Okay. And then you wrote a letter to Brendan about that?
yes.
Okay, what was the intention of that?
The letter,
Yeah.
to let him know what it was. I think I always let them, Brendan and his mom, know that the Commonwealth was offering me something in exchange of my cooperation, and I always let them know.
Okay, and this just supports that you weren't going to do anything with cooperation?
Yes,
And in the last letter, you said because you didn't do anything?
right.
Okay. I'm sorry, I think I may have hit the same one. Was that
Nope,
number 8,
it's
Judge?
1.25 speed.
Number 9,
He's
okay.
just at scope.
Okay, sorry. Ma'am, can you take a look at this letter and read it, make sure that it's something that you authored, and then we'll look at the highlighted portion.
Is this Exhibit 10?
This would be 10, yes, thank you, Judge.
Yes,
Okay, you ready to move down to that?
yes.
Okay, can you see it? Can you read that highlighted
The
portion?
highlight, yes. It says, do you know why we, parentheses, me, Dina, and many other people, close parentheses, think about suicide? It's when you're facing too much pain, living too much pain, the pain you cannot bear, the pain you want to be able to change or to make any better. I'll tell you this, what I can't bear, a life sitting in prison and causing pain to all of you and my family in Brazil. A life without you guys, Brendan, Valerie. A life where my dreams can't come true.
Okay, let me just check and see if there's any further
Your Honor,
highlighted.
do you mind if I move the microphone
Yes,
so
okay.
she won't have to track it
All
somewhere?
right,
Yeah.
you can do that. That'd be fine. Thank you.
If you move it over here.
I have a very hard time.
Okay, it's
This
better.
one doesn't.
She has to be close to it.
Yeah. That way
I have a hard time understanding what she's saying.
Thank you. Sorry, Your Honor.
Yeah, but it's the same as yesterday. She's very unemotional.
Ma'am, can you see this letter?
Yes,
And this would be marked as I'm sorry, Judge, I'd have it. Defendant's Exhibit number 11.
Yes.
Is this a letter you wrote?
yes,
Please read the highlighted portion.
yes. It says, they want me to cooperate against you, your son. Since the beginning, they've told us they could make, they've told us they could make from my charges something very simple called misdemeanor. And I wouldn't be charged with this if I decided to cooperate with them. They know I'm not doing that. I don't have anything to cooperate with them. With what they say that happened, I know it didn't make them happy. So they will do anything to hold me here, anything for them to win. They've got it so far, right? I have no idea what they are making up, faking stuff, lies, etc.
Okay, and there's another portion down below.
And I said, I would give my life for his, and I would never do anything to hurt him or against him. Whatever they're saying, whatever they want to believe, I don't care. I would take the blame for both of us.
And this is a letter to Mrs. Banfield, correct?
To his mother, to his mother.
His mother, Tess?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, if you could look at the screen, do you see a new letter there?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you read that to determine if that is your handwritten letter?
It is.
And can you look at the highlight portion? This would be Exhibit 12.
Thank you.
Well, remember Sarah Boone don't like. No, that was. No, was it the Latinas that Sarah Boone
Can you read the highlighted portion?
Yeah, sure.
didn't
It
like?
says, I would do anything for you. If they want me to turn against you, if they think or whatever they believe, and if they want to blame me for that, that's okay. I can take the blame. I'll never do anything to hurt you or against you.
Now, just to kind of break away from that for a second, the letter's date is January 3rd, 2024, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in 2024, you were
Maybe, yeah.
had been charged with 1 count of murder and 1 count of use of firearm in the commission of a felony, correct?
Correct.
And that's what we saw in the plea agreements that they just showed you that had been dropped, correct?
Correct.
Okay, but you were charged with a warrant of arrest, so you had a preliminary hearing at some point, correct?
Correct.
And when did that preliminary hearing, what month of the year was it in 2024?
If I remember right, it was around March, if
Okay.
I remember right.
If I told you it was April, would that sound right?
In my mind, I have March, but
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So you knew there was something coming ahead which was important for you,
yes,
correct? And so, and is it fair to say in your communications with your lawyer and you're learning about this case, you were receiving discovery from the Commonwealth?
yes,
Okay, and so when your lawyer would get discovery, he would provide discovery to you, is that right?
it is.
Okay. And kind of moving forward toward what ultimately would have been your trial date in 2024, November 12th, you had received all discovery from the Commonwealth prior to September 30th, is that right?
I guess so.
Okay, and so that was discovery that you and your lawyer, and in fact, the case was continued one time because there was more discovery that was being held back, and your lawyer had to review it in order to get ready for the next trial, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is it fair to say it's a pretty large amount of discovery?
Yes,
Okay, lots of videos,
Kayla-
lots
Kayla
of
was a snitch,
reports, lots of other things, correct?
correct.
And you got a chance to fully understand all of that prior to what was going to be your second trial date.
Well, from my understanding, yeah,
Okay. But you had full discovery is what I'm trying to say.
yes,
Okay. Would you agree with me that everything that you testified to yesterday was provided to you in discovery?
I'm not sure if I'm following your question.
Well, you had a series of facts that you were pointing out to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, and this was within weeks of your trial that was scheduled, correct? So you had all the information, and is that what the basis for what you testified to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury was yesterday?
Objection, Your Honor, this is ambiguous.
Ambiguous is your objection?
Yes.
Overruled.
Do you understand my question?
Nope.
Okay, let me repeat it. So what I'm saying is, and what you've said to me is that you received all the discovery for the case. That would be what the Commonwealth's required to give you before you go to trial. And what I'm asking you is the basis for your testimony yesterday was provided in discovery prior to you testifying here today, correct?
Well, Are you suggesting that my testimony is based on the discovery and not the facts that happened? I'm not sure. I'm confused still. Sorry.
Well, just tell us, what role did the discovery play in the decision to speak yesterday and what you said?
The truth?
Okay, I appreciate that. Was that the truth that was provided by the discovery so you could work for the Commonwealth?
No. The truth was that will happen. I can't make my words fit into the evidence.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm saying is you can make their evidence fit into your words, however.
I don't know what you're suggesting. I'm utterly confused. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's just go back to our letters here, and we'll get back to that.
Bida boom, bling, get a boom.
That's Exhibit 12.
That was part of what happened with Zach Adams with the cooperating witness. Well, I never trust a cooperating witness, but I just don't feel like he has done enough to make us all believe that all of it is lies. Of course, the jury will sit there and say, well, she got a sweetheart deal. But did she just finger him to get that sweetheart deal and he had nothing to do with it? Do we believe this after this cross-examination?
And is this a letter you wrote to
This
my
is the
client,
winning
Brendan Banfield?
cross-examination. We heard that in
Yes.
the opening.
Okay, and can you look at the highlighted portions and please read that off for the jury?
Is that
Yes.
Exhibit 13?
I'm sorry, 13. Your
Okay,
Honor.
thank you.
It says, excuse me, it says, oh,
Sorry, I'm just trying to get it centered for you.
okay. It says, nobody is more afraid and sad, upset than me. I'm the one facing life in prison. Even though we are confident and positive that we have a strong case, we don't know what's going to happen. I can be fucked up forever. Will be up to 12 people to decide.
Was this before or after your preliminary hearing?
Like I said, I do not know the date.
Oh, sorry, let me show you.
I mean, I do not remember the date of my preliminary hearing, so I can't tell for sure whether or not it's after that.
Okay. But your letters seem to be changing tone. You're talking more about the case at that point. Would that be a reason why you, either the preliminary hearing had come or was gone?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you. If you can look at what will be marked as Defense Exhibit 14.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to find the highlighted portion real quick, ma'am, before we go through this. Okay. Oops.
Exactly.
I want that there. Ma'am, I'm going to let you go from the top. Is this a letter that you wrote to my client, Brendan Banfield?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just going to go down to the highlighted portions.
The lawyer wouldn't be allowed to talk to her in Portuguese. That would have to go through an interpreter. He could probably have asked for an interpreter to make sure that she understood the questions. That would probably have been smart of him, but I don't see this guy as smart. I see him as extremely slow, and he's just trying, as just say, throw words at her. The big problem with lawyers are they think everyone speak lawyer, but not everyone wasted 7 years in school to learn to speak lawyer. Lawyers should learn to speak people because they're talking to people, they're not talking to lawyers. It's all fine and dandy when you're writing all your motions to the judge and to do the prosecutor and the defense that you use all these fancy words. But you have to use dumb people talk when you talk to dumb people. And that's the biggest problem with lawyers. They think everyone is speaking the same. It's the same when you're getting a letter from the government. They will use bureaucratic nonsense that no one understands because they have gone to school to learn how to speak like a bureaucrat. So they have a reason why they wasted 7 years to become a paper pusher at the DMV.
Can you read that?
Yes, it
Okay,
says.
please read that for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
It says, I
Oh my
really just
God,
hope I have the
Oh
chance
my.
to be with them again, back home. I really do. I can't stand the thought of not being with them anymore.
Time served, maximum of 10 years, manslaughter. She got an offer, she read it earlier, that if she does what the state wants, she will get time served, but in the end, it'll be up to the judge. And I kind of hope the judge will say, fuck no, because she did participate in unaliving 2 people.
For my own mistake.
Okay, and the lower portion?
Thank you, J7, for gifting memberships to Natalie Dawn, T. Berry, Kelly Campbell, Ellen Dialora, and Diana Giansexias. Welcome to Broken Bakers, where you don't get really anything for your membership other than
It says,
honey buns.
I would never forgive myself if I couldn't see them after all this.
Okay. Now, this is April 14th, 2024, and your letter is speaking about the family in Brazil, correct?
Correct.
Okay, this isn't the family that you had been writing and talking about in the first set of letters.
No.
Okay.
No, she did shoot the guy as
Is
well.
that showing up on your screen, Judge?
Your files, yes.
Yeah, I don't want that.
She's accused of she pled guilty to manslaughter because she says he shot the guy and then he made her shoot him too, and he wasn't instantly dead, so both of them killed him. Well, that wasn't members only. Don't come for the night show. It goes really weird sometimes. No, to me, it shows a lady who is very depressed and who is reaching out because she has no one to talk to. And it could even give them some sympathy for this lady, which I don't think she deserves because I think she's a effing unaliver who should be spending her time in prison, not getting deported to Brazil. And I don't need to take breaks because I can
And is this
just
letter you wrote to my client, Brendan?
do it when
Banfield?
he doesn't speak.
Yes.
Okay, and can you see the highlighted portion?
This would be 15 for the record?
15, yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Can you read that, please, for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, sometimes I just think to myself, like, I can't believe I'm facing life in prison for someone. Then things weren't supposed to be this way, right? But people are stupid, including me, and make mistakes, act without thinking. That's all I did.
Okay, and I believe that's it. Ma'am, can you see the new letter that's on the screen right now?
Yes, I can.
Looks like it's July 24th, 2024,
Correct.
and it appears it's a letter from you to my client?
Yes.
Okay, and,
That Exhibit 16?
sorry, exhibit number 16.
Okay.
And can you read off the highlighted portion?
Yes, the first one says, I wanted to make sure you get this letter through Ryan.
Okay, and what about the remaining highlighted portion?
It says, I would feel if we were able to get a guilty plea for me, that would be pleaded guilty for voluntary manslaughter plus time served, plus not testify against you, plus deportation. Well, that actually sounds good if he gets it from a case instead of facing a murder charge, plus sentence.
Okay, and so, and I'll just get this other portion down. So you can read it. Go ahead.
It says, because since the beginning, all they tried to get from me was for me to testify against you. So maybe they would give us that under the condition if I turn against you. A lot of people end up turning against the other person. They either broke down after a few months in jail or they got a good deal for their sakes.
Okay, and I'm just going to make sure that there isn't anything else. And so July 24, 2024 is a different sort of communication with Brendan, correct?
Correct.
Compared to, you know, the torture and the pain and then the stress of a trial and all that sort of thing. You're talking about a resolution at this point.
Yes.
And who suggested that to you?
Suggested what?
The resolution that's described in this?
That's something I was thinking.
Okay, so you came up with the idea?
Yeah, they never offered me another plea where I didn't testify against Brendan.
Okay.
That was my mind.
They offered you a trial unless you testified against Brendan?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. And you didn't feel very good about going to trial, correct?
My lawyers never expressed any concerns relating going to trial. They were very confident.
Okay. How did you feel?
I feel as any other person would feel going to trial. Being in a situation like mine, I don't think people feel very happy about it.
Okay. So your answer to my question is that you weren't happy about it?
Nobody is. If you're being in a situation,
Okay, I'm just asking you to answer my question, not to
all right,
say it in that
no.
manner. So you didn't feel confident in the evidence that was going to be presented on your behalf?
I just didn't feel confident, yeah.
Okay.
No one wants to go to trial. Well, he got her to slip up and say, I didn't believe the evidence was good.
I think that
That was
we,
pretty good from him.
left out the lower portion of this letter. Did you read that?
I already read that one.
Did you already read it? Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm going to move on to. Ma'am, can you see? This is from the jail's mail called Smart Jail Mail.
Yes,
Can you see that?
yes, I can.
And there's a highlighted portion in English, but the original was in Portuguese.
Correct.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this Exhibit 17?
This is 17, Judge, sorry. Now, please read for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury the highlighted portion.
It says, anyway, yesterday my lawyer tried to call me, but I don't know what happened. We couldn't talk. The call was not working. He had told Mimi that he was going to try and schedule the trial for the first week of October. However, at the hearing, he didn't mention anything about October. The option he gave was November, December, and January. I was so pissed. I started to yell and cry. I hate this. He said he was going to try October, and for no reason he offered January. Fuck him. Screw him. He said he would come see me today at 12:30. Let's see, because he says he will do so much, and he doesn't do shit. I don't even know why I'm paying a lawyer who doesn't do his job in a timely manner. And the other portion of the highlighted says, anyway, I'm disappointed at my lawyer, who should be doing a better job and holding to his word. They scheduled the trial for November 12th. They say it's 2 weeks of trial.
Okay. One question about that. Under the first highlighted portion, you said, I don't even know why I'm paying a lawyer. Did you pay the lawyer?
No, I did not.
Okay, someone else paid for you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And does this fairly and accurately depict your communications with your mother?
The what? I'm sorry.
Does it fairly and accurately depict your communications with your mother?
I can hear you well.
Is this a fair and accurate transcript of your statement to your mother?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And ma'am, that's July 1st, 2024, correct?
Yeah.
correct.
Can you see this new message marked as Defense Exhibit 18?
I see it.
Can you read that, please?
Yes, it says, my lawyer came to see me. He said he's scheduled for November because my female lawyer was unavailable in October, and he can do it without her. Anyway, this made me even more pissed. But what can I do? I can't do anything. It's too late. I didn't really want to talk too much to him today. I'm so pissed off.
And this is on the same day that you sent the previous message to your mother, correct?
Correct.
Now, let's just talk about the messaging. When you're talking about with Ms. Bristler the money, or how you communicate, this is what the money is for in order to communicate with your mother, correct?
Correct.
And so the money that was being provided to you by my client before he was arrested and his mother before you turned state's evidence, I guess, that was money that was being used for this in order for you to be able to communicate with your family, correct?
Correct.
And also to communicate with them, correct?
Correct.
And in fact, you communicated with whomever you wanted, friends, former boyfriends, all those sorts of things, correct?
Thanks for joining us.
Correct.
Okay. And in addition to the money for this, the money that was being given to you was also to buy edible food in the jail.
Correct.
And is it fair to say that the food otherwise you didn't like?
It's just not enough.
Okay, and so you would ask Tess or Brendan for money, and they would put it in there so you could get more meals.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, she doesn't need those.
but these messages are also part of that as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Zach, chat more.
And here's a message to your friend Paola, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and is that a message that you wrote?
Yes.
Can you please read that to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says something you can't really read, and then it says with my lawyer, that he changed my trial date for it to start on November 12th. We had a hearing on Monday to get it scheduled. Anyway, I'm very frustrated and upset, satisfied with my lawyer. And thinking back now, I think he already knew all along that it wouldn't happen in July, that in April, they agreed for the trial to be in July, so just to have a date. But my lawyer already knew he wouldn't be ready. I think that's what upsets me, that he has been super slow lately. The specialist we need to testify, he hadn't even hired yet. Anyway, my female lawyer, who works with him, is not available in October. That is why it will be November. I had asked him to try to go for at least the first week of October. But I think all this time he already knew it. It's unfair because everyone was anxious with expectations. We were so close, and he took the hope away from me. No matter how much he promises to take me home and knowing that I am innocent, it doesn't change the fact that I feel neglected. I really wanted to risk everything and do it in July, even if he isn't ready. I only signed papers for this, but there is no such contract, If there was, I would.
Okay, and so this is after the continuance of the first trial date, correct?
Correct.
And the scheduling of the second trial date.
Yes.
And that was the one that was the trial date that you were going to trial until you decided to accept the Commonwealth's deal.
Correct.
Okay.
The good thing about doing this with a Brazilian is when you get tired of her, you just deport her.
This is from July.
And he's an
8th,
IRS agent.
Also to
He
Paola.
won't
Can you please
not
read
get
that
involved.
highlighted version?
And that's Exhibit 20 now, right?
I'm sorry, 20, yes.
It says, yeah, I'm really disappointed in my lawyer because I expected the prosecutor to try and delay it as much as possible, to make fun of us. But this time, it was my lawyer's screw up. And no matter how much he wanted to postpone, it didn't have to be almost 5 months, right? That's too much. He's being paid, Joe, and he's very expensive. He has a lawyer working with him. He says that we need a specialist, blah, blah, blah. But all this time, and he hasn't done anything. I told him that Brendan's mother could help him find the right person by making calls, checking who is available or not on the date of my trial. I said that we could pay someone else to help him prepare if he needed it. I don't know what else to say to him. Anyway, I'm sure he knew it all along, and that's what stresses me out, because he made everyone anxious and hopeful for nothing. I prefer that he tells me the truth all the time.
You see this
Yes, he
letter
pled no-
from
not guilty
July
to everything.
15th on Smart Jail Mail, which would be marked as Defense Exhibit 21.
Yes, sir.
Can you read the highlighted portions for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes, it says, this week my lawyer is on vacation at the beach with his family and all. Then he says, I'm sorry you can't enjoy the beach this year. The other portion of the highlight, it says, Brendan's mom and I are pushing him to do what needs to be done. But the truth is that I myself was never satisfied with his work. He could have done a lot of things differently, faster, putting more pressure on the prosecutor and everything, not to mention that his communication with me is terrible. And the other part of the highlight says, but that's it, I don't have any news. After all, my lawyer is enjoying it. After all, my lawyer is enjoying his vacation.
Ma'am, can you see the message from July 17th, 2024, and the highlighted portion, which would be marked as Defense Exhibit number 22? Is that a message you wrote?
Yes,
Okay, and that was is it to your mother?
yes.
Okay, can you read that highlighted portion?
It says, and about your lawyer friend, he's right. But I can't force my lawyer if he says he's not ready, right? And he's there chilling at the beach with the family, enjoying his vacation, right?
And so that the substance of that message is you're essentially asking your mother about whether that's right to continue a case because you need to obtain experts, or you need more time in order to prepare. And the lawyer's saying that you're right, or saying that the lawyer's right, but that
Why
you
is this
can't
a
force
problem?
them, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, yes.
Okay, that still doesn't help, that doesn't affect how angry you are, but that's an explanation your mother was giving, correct?
Correct.
Okay. You see the new message, July 20th, 2024?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and can you read the highlighted portion?
That's Exhibit 23, correct?
Sorry, Exhibit
Yes.
23.
Okay.
It says, my lawyer returns from vacation tomorrow. Then he'll come and see me during the week. We'll see.
See the Smart Jail Mail communication, July 25th, 2024?
Yes,
Is that your communication?
it is.
And can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, waiting for my lawyer to come and see me tomorrow.
And I'm
I'll do-
sorry, that's Exhibit 24. Sorry, I interrupted you. I want to make sure I got
That's
the...
fine.
Ma'am, go ahead and read that.
It says, waiting for my lawyer to come to see me tomorrow. I'll tell you more, okay?
And so it's fair to say that getting to see your lawyer is pretty important at that point after July, or at the end of July. Is that right?
For me, it's always been, doesn't matter when,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, this is a message that you wrote from July 25th, 2024. There's a highlighted portion at the bottom, and that would be exhibit number 25. Go ahead and read that. Can you go ahead and read that?
It says, if my lawyer hadn't changed my trial date, you'd be starting next week, right? But anyway, my lawyer is coming to see me tomorrow.
Ma'am, I'm going to have you look at what is going to be marked as defense exhibit number 26. Can you read that highlight portion?
Yes, it says, and my lawyer didn't even come to me at all. He said something happened in his bathroom, that the plumber was at his house and he wouldn't be able to come today, but it'll come on Sunday. I doubt it. But anyway, it's an excuse, one thing after the other.
Okay. Ma'am, can you see your communication with your mother dated 7/27/2024? It would be
Yes.
defense exhibit 27. Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, but that's it. Let's see if my lawyer comes to see me tomorrow.
Mr. Carroll, do you have many more letters? Or
Do I have any more?
many more.
Sorry, Judge.
I'm going to take that as a yes, so.
I have
Ladies-
about, oh, sorry.
That's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take our 15-minute recess, morning recess. All right, so we'll get back at 11:45, so just don't talk about the case and don't do any outside research, okay? Thank you.
Can you stand or no?
Judge A is done with him as well.
All right. So we'll come back at 11:45 then, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
So, 13 minutes of break. Judge A is like the dude you put the jury to sleep. They need a break to wake back up. Yeah. Hey, Vinasaur, go check the. I don't know what you're doing next Wednesday, but if you have time, we'll be in Odense. Me and Dave and Mess. So if you wanna, but I'm working, you lazy bastard. Don't attack me. Emma Rose, just waking up and first time watching this case. Is the nanny in on it? Yes. She took a plea deal as. No, I did. I removed that from the side. This case is about Brendan Banfield, who is accused of luring Joseph Ryan to his house under the pretense that his wife wanted to have a grape fantasy. According to the nanny, they set up a fake dating profile on something called FetLife, which is a website Farrell uses quite often, and where you can get your kink on. 14% of my chat is on there, and they had lured him over for a grape play, where they wanted him to bring a stabulator and something to tie her up with. They then set him up that he should arrive in the morning, the house would be open, and he should just walk in. No matter how she reacted, he should just keep going. They then waited close by and went into the house while he was doing something to the wife. We don't know what. We haven't heard anything about they were doing anything. They probably were struggling. The husband then pews Joseph Ryan, and the nanny pews him too. Then, according to the nanny, Brendan goes over and stabulates the wife multiple times in the neck. He stabulates her so hard in the back of the skull that he chips the skull. And then they go call 911, claiming they came home, saw this, or that the nanny saw this unknown car in the driveway, called the husband, and they had to try and save the wife. And bingo, bango, this is what happened. The police boarded to begin with, but looking at evidence such as blood spatters, apparently they thought, something is not adding up. And they then arrest the nanny, put her in prison, and around a year into her prison sentence, or prison stint, she starts getting offers to make a plea deal, and she will then eventually take a plea deal for manslaughter. The state has offered her time served, but it's still for the judge to determine. And she had to turn state's witness to get this plea deal. She has been testifying all day yesterday for the state. She did okay, I think, yesterday. She's weirdly unemotional. And now it's on cross. According to the opening statement, this is the place where he's going to take all of his this is where he's going to win the case, by proving something about her, that she was lured into accepting this plea deal so she wouldn't get punished, try and put it on her in some way. But he's been going for now 90 minutes, and the most he has gotten is, oh, so you were mad that your lawyer took a break while you were sitting in prison, and you got kind of mad that you were in prison. That's as far as we have gotten with her cross-examination. So husband admitted he pewed Ryan because he was nip his wife. They claim, we heard that on the body cam, that when they came home, he was attacking the wife, so he had to try and unalive him, and succeeded in doing that. But sadly, he had hurt the wife so much she passed away. That was their story at the time. That was, yeah. He must still be under the spell of this succubus to be so unable to show emotion. I have seen this play out in Brazilian daytime soaps. The telenovelas have shown us exactly how the females are in South America. We all know this. Pin it on the girl. No, I don't think this is a pin it on the girl kind of things, because no one pinned it on the girl, really. They probably took her, put her in prison because she is a Brazilian. You can pressure a lot of people if they are looking for a green card, saying, well, you're going to get deported no matter what. So she probably thought, well, if it, maybe I have a chance if I just plead guilty. What is people else saying? This channel is my fed life. Farrell, don't you use this channel for your dating? You can go and do that over on Lefty's channel. He'll allow all that degeneracy. Well, I actually need a haircut, but there's 3 days to my haircut. I feel like a hippie. The lawyer should be reading bedtime stories. And hello, Ireland. Don't go back and listen to my my very un-Irish beginning. of the show. But that was Garbage Brain who made me do it. For crying out loud, how much easier to have your stupid affair and ignore your wife to avoid divorce like 50% of American men and women. Women are also cheating. Lynn, don't put it on us men. Women do cheat. Women be cheating. Baker, should you take the 13-minute and show everyone the proper way to clean? No, that's for night shows only. Who is dating who here? Well, apparently Farrell is trying to hook up with anyone who is into blood play. Nora, I don't hate you. I just said that someone thought that Ireland was very different than it is. Well, or that Ireland only likes one type of music. It's just Lisa. The police must have forensic evidence to be able to charge either of them, phone data and stuff. I think they do have that because we talked a little bit about it yesterday. They have these messages between Joseph Ryan and Anastasia 9, which was the FedLive account that they set up. So they do have some communications. He read that yesterday. So how much more there is, I don't know, because I was kind of happy yesterday because it went really fast, and today it's just and I'm looking forward to the Cellbrite people coming in and slowing everything down. Lynn Dalton says, of course they do. You get what I was saying. Yeah, but just don't blame all men. Yeah. Money says they're both nasty. Yeah, both of them are nasty, and I find her very weirdly dissociated from the entire thing. She kind of cried a little bit yesterday, but nothing really. And that was when she talked about being on her hands and knees in the warm blood. That's the only time she kind of showed emotions. The rest of the time, she's just been sitting there pushing her glasses up and yeah. Holly Mack, even if she has to serve the full 10-year sentence, she'll still be getting out too easy. I agree with that one. Brazilian butt lift. I don't think this lady has a Brazilian butt lift because she's so small that it'll be half her back. She would have a humpback butt on the lower part of her back. Isn't she on meds? Rachel 4703. Yes, she is on meds, but don't take that as, oh, she's so unemotional, because they don't pump people full of medicine, because there is that little thing that is called an appeal. And if they appeal on the basis that she was so messed up in court that she couldn't testify because the prison had her over medicated, yeah, it doesn't happen. Every time we watch trials, people are always saying, oh, look at this person, they are on anxiety blockers, or they are on this and that. That's why they seem so weird. No, they're not. If you're on an antidepressant, it's going to be a very strong antidepressant to act like this woman is. She has no emotions at all. I'm pretty sure it's not the medication that makes her like this. This is her. Go back and watch the Monday video where I showed the body cam from outside of the house. She was having these anxiety attacks that, seeing her on the stand now, kind of to me seemed a little fake. I'm on meds and I cry all the time. Yeah, it doesn't change you and put you into a zombie state. And if you're a zombie state, you can't be a witness, because then you are not. They can use that against you as well. She's Kayla to a quiet psychopath. I really didn't like Kayla, and I really believe that she had way more to do with Paul Harmony's murder than anyone else. I still don't believe the story they told about how Adam Montgomery just did this in the car and she passed away. That made no sense for anyone who thinks about it. That made no sense. I still believe to this day, and we will never know because you can't find the body and do a toxicology. They were strung out in the car, and either she inhaled something that was laced with some fent, or she played around with their tools and she OD'd. That I've convinced myself of that's what happened to Paul Harmony. Because why would you keep dragging the body around if you were so mad you punched her in the face? You would just get rid of it. It's such a weird thing to keep moving the body around with you. So I believe, and no one has been able to convince me otherwise, Paul Harmony OD'd in the car at some point, and they chucked her in the back, and that's how she passed away. And then Kayla lied to the police to get 2.5 years instead of the 14 years she was looking at for perjury. She was very weird on the cop cam. Her anxiety was really weird. Well, she was in love, don't you know? Come on now. This generation is raised on a cyber world. They have no concept of touching grass or having conversations. Some people do, some people don't. That's yeah, it's some people are a little weird. Massachusetts is on the coast. They could have dumped her at any time. Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know.
Okay, Ben. All right, are we ready for the jury?
Yes.
Yeah, as long as they have a word exchange, because I think one of the biggest problems is all this texting, because people are getting into, or instead of saying things, I just write, and you get 40,000 texts instead of just one. And you start answering the first question, and then when you're done answering, because you're Scandinavian, and you put it in, because you don't need more than one text a day. Stop it, people. You talk too much. Maybe once a week would be fine. I still haven't returned a phone call from my buddy calling me to wish me a happy, Merry Christmas. I'll get to it. We'll get it. He'll probably call me at my birthday. Then we'll talk.
Mr. Carroll, you can continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Judge, may I have Madam Clerk redirect?
What?
Redirect to your laptop?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we took it down because.
Okay, that's fine. There you go.
Ma'am, do you see that email or smart mail message from July 27th?
Yes.
And did you write that message?
That would be you. There.
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, figure out your. Just leave
Check
me
the
alone.
connections. There you go. And this is going to be
I
Exhibit
think
20.
it fell asleep.
Exhibit 28?
This is Exhibit 28.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, can you take a look at that?
It's because she hasn't been sentenced to prison yet, so technically she is still being charged with a crime. That's why. So she's in custody. She is not in prison.
Yes,
You wrote this?
I did.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, tomorrow when my lawyer come,
Marissa, I talk for between 5 and 6 hours every single day online. When I'm done, I really don't feel like talking for 5 or 6 hours more, and that's why I have you. You're good at networking. I'm Scandinavian. If we don't talk to you, we like you.
comes to see me, I'll send you a message.
I answered Dave today.
This would be Defendant's Exhibit 29. Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail writing on your screen?
I do.
And do you recognize that?
Yes,
Is that something you wrote?
yes.
Can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, my lawyer came to see me. Didn't bring anything I had asked him to bring. Said he came to check on how I'm doing. I was like, darling, how do you think I'm doing? All the same.
Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail on the screen?
I do.
Did you write that?
Yes,
Judge, we'd be introducing this as, identifying it as Defense Exhibit number 30.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
it says, the situation here is the same. My lawyer is calm and positive. He just postponed the trial to be ready for real. But my hearing is in November. It starts on the 12th. I think it will last about 10 days. Tiring. But it's okay.
Okay. And this is to a friend of yours?
That's my brother.
Okay, your brother. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail communication that's on your screen?
Yes,
And this would be identified as Defense Exhibit 31. Is this a jail mail that you sent?
yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion?
It says, tomorrow I'll message you more. And if my lawyer comes to see me, I'll let you know.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes,
And this would be identified as Defense Exhibit number 32. Can you read the highlighted portion?
it says, when my lawyer comes, I'll let you know how he was.
Ma'am, can you see the smart jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes,
Can you see the highlighted portion?
yes,
Is this something that you wrote?
yes.
Judge, we'd identify this as Defense Exhibit number 34?
33.
33, sorry. Please read that for the jury.
It says, waiting for my lawyer. He was already supposed to be here, but the appointment he had in another city this morning got moved to 1 p.m. So I don't even know what time he will arrive here or will have time to do anything shitty. Everything that happens is to mess things up. It's impressive.
Now, you talked about getting medication from the jail relating to the depression that you were experiencing around the holidays going into the new year, correct?
Well, I told you I didn't remember when I started taking it, so I can't tell for sure.
Well, let me ask that question in a simpler form. You were
I don't think so.
experiencing anxiety and depression during the holidays into the new year, correct?
Yes,
Based upon those letters?
yes,
Okay. And at some point, you sought help from the jail, the pharmacy.
correct.
And you don't know when it was,
No,
but when you did get any sort of medications or things like that, how long did you stay on those?
how long did it stay what?
How long did you stay on the medications for anxiety and depression?
As far as I remember, it was a few months.
For a couple of months?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I would say so.
Do you remember when you started?
When I started,
Yeah.
I do not remember.
Okay. Do you remember when you finished?
I do not remember the date, no.
Okay.
Well, I have kids and I don't have a wife, so you don't need one to have the
Ma'am,
other.
do you see the new Smart Jail Mail communication that's on your screen?
I do,
And is this something you wrote?
yes,
Your Honor, we identified this as Defense Exhibit 34.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
it says, my lawyer didn't come. He called me to say he wouldn't have time today and that he'll come on Monday. I hung up on him. I'm so angry. He's the reason for my stress and anxiety.
Okay. Now, the stress and anxiety you're talking about, is that the stress and anxiety that you were receiving medication for?
No, it's a different kind of stress and anxiety.
Okay.
It's mostly disappointment. That's it.
Okay, so this is disappointment.
Yes,
Okay. But it's clearly on your mind. I mean, for the entire month of July, these messages to your mother are about, you don't feel like you've seen your lawyer enough, correct?
correct.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to read the new Smart Jail Mail that's on your screen. This will be identified as defendant's number 35. Is this a communication that you wrote?
Go out,
Yes.
back in.
And can you please read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, living in Brazil did not work out for Brendan. Jill, not culture, Valerie, his family, career, not anything. That's I'm getting this idea out of his head and telling him it's okay to move on with his life. That's what makes me more upset, knowing that my trial would have been this week and the next, and that this would have come to an end one way or another. But what can I do? And yes, it will be November. The son of a bitch better to think, not to think about moving again. I'm already pissed off at him because for the third time this week, he said he would come see me today and everything, but he didn't come. He had unforeseen circumstances. He says he'll come on Monday, and I already feel like we're behind again in hiring the specialists we need, etc. I don't even want to think about it. He's stressing me out. And you soon be back to college classes, right? And how is the progress on your paper? That's right. Enjoy the stuff around the house. I reckon that anything there costs 200 reais. So expensive compared to here, LL. Wow, don't even get me started on letting go of relationship.
Is this your communication saying that you're letting go of your relationship with Brendan?
Well, it seemed like it,
You wrote it.
yes.
So is that what this is?
It sounds like it.
So, ma'am, what I'm doing is asking of you as the author, you wrote that for a reason. Is that the reason?
What did you ask?
You as the author, you wrote it for a reason.
I wrote a message for a reason.
And is the reason here that this is you letting go of Brendan and your relationship?
I guess so.
Okay, well, do you know? Do you remember writing this?
Yes.
Okay, is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Ma'am, can you see the new smart jail mail message on your screen?
Yes,
And do you see the highlight portion?
I do.
And Your Honor, this would be marked as Defense Exhibit 36.
Okay.
Ma'am, please read the highlighted portion.
It says, I'm waiting to see if my lawyer responds about coming to see me today. I hope so, because I'm pissed off at him.
Ma'am, can you see the next smart jail mail?
Yes, I do.
You wrote that?
Yes.
Your Honor, we identify that as Defense 37.
Okay.
Please read the highlighted portion, ma'am.
It says, my lawyer came to see me, but he brought his computer uncharged yet again, just like on Sunday. He came, but we didn't do anything. I don't know how he doesn't check it before coming. He came from home, wearing normal clothes. He wasn't even working. Ridiculous. I'm pissed. But I told him that I don't want to hear him say that we're not ready again. That he asked how I was doing, and I just cried. Couldn't speak. It's because of him that I'm still in this place. But I told him that I don't trust and believe in him. He's traumatized me. He said, my lawyer will come to see me next week. Let's see.
Ma'am, there's a new jail mail communication that will be marked as Defense Exhibit
Well-
38.
She hasn't done anything that hurt the state's
Did you write
case,
that?
so.
Yes.
Can you read the highlighted portions?
It says, I don't expect much from Brendan, whether I come back or get deported to Brazil, for various reasons. Valerie, his career, family, fight with Christine's parents, etc. And I'm very honest. He knows what I think and feel. Even though he wants to be with me, it's more complicated than it seems. And the other part says, that's why Brendan's mom and I got really mad at him, because he says he's coming to see me and he doesn't come. She keeps calling him, drives to his office, and nothing. She pushes him and calls his attention. Now it's getting close again. For me, it is a long time. But for them, 100 days isn't much. And finding and hiring the people who we need, etc. But I think he doesn't care. Time is money. The longer he pushes things back, the more money it will cost. Ridiculous. And the other part says, Brendan and I, we are different in many ways. Money, career, culture. We are only the same about sex, LOL. But still, if I can, I want to make it work.
So in this message, you're also
my.
talking about the possibility of letting go of this relationship, but then you say that you want to try to make it work.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're saying in the first portion, in the second portion, that's why Brendan's mom and I got really mad at him. You're not talking about Brendan, are you?
No.
Okay, you're talking about your attorney.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Blow your nose.
Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail to your brother
Yes.
dated August 6th at 10:44 a.m.?
Yes.
And did you write that?
Yes.
Your Honor, we identify that as Defense Exhibit number 39.
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, the same old crap as always. No news. My lawyer comes to see me and it just makes me mad. And the other one says, Brendan and I are doing well.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail communication? And this is from you to your mother on August 6th, 2024.
I see it.
Did you write that?
I did.
And can you read the highlighted portion for the jury? Your Honor, that we'd identify that as Defense Exhibit 40.
Yes, sir.
It says, so I got pissed at my lawyer. He brought his computer uncharged again. Ridiculous.
Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail communication on your screen?
I do.
It's one written by you to Paula. Did you write this?
Yes.
Your Honor, we'd identify this as defendant's 41.
Okay.
Can you please read the highlighted portion?
It says, so I'm so pissed at my lawyer because he just disappears for no reason. Says he's coming to see me and nothing. Anyway, I hope this changes. Otherwise, it'll be difficult for us to prepare for November. But he said we have enough time. We'll see. I told him that I don't trust him or his words anymore.
Okay. Ma'am, with regard to this, the timing on the message is 90 days out for your trial. Is that correct?
After my trial? Was that what?
90 days out from
Out.
your scheduled trial.
Yeah.
Okay. And is that why you're upset?
Well, it
Because
seems,
it's close to trial?
I was upset because I was not seeing my lawyer.
Okay. I mean, you know you wrote it.
Yes.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail that's on the screen?
Yes.
It's a message you wrote to your mother.
Yes.
It will be marked as defense exhibit number 42.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, and I spent almost 2 hours with my lawyer. It was good, but no actual news. We're just reviewing a few things. Marina, a reporter here, sent me a message today saying that the article about my case will be published on Sunday with your interview and everything. I hope I didn't say anything stupid. Everyone will see it.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message to between you and Paula?
Yes.
And can you read the highlighted portion?
It says, yes, you and Brendan are a bit complicated, right? Because it involves many circumstances, family, his daughter, but once you live there, you guys will figure it out what needs to be figured out. Now you really need to give your lawyer a push, right? To make sure everything will be ready for November. This person, he said, you would need the specialist. He has gone after this person.
Now, there's a pattern in the August messages
Hey, Sue.
which appear to be about your lawyer, but also about your relationship with Brendan. Is that fair?
Yeah,
That was on your mind at the time?
probably, yeah.
Okay. Is it fair to assume that if you wrote about it, that was on your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, if you can look at the smart jail mail that's on your screen, is that something that you wrote?
Yes.
And, Your Honor, we'd identify this as Defense Exhibit 46.
44.
Can you please read the highlighted portions?
44.
44?
Is correct?
Okay, sorry about that, sorry.
Yes, 44.
44.
This is 44.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portions of this smart jail mail communication?
It says, my lawyer came to see me on Friday. We spent almost 2 hours together. And I was reading the stuff, the interviews, they did it with everyone, my friends, Brendan's, Christine's, and the guys. I discovered even more betrayals on Brendan's part. Haha. Since the beginning of the relationship, several that he never mentioned. I was shocked. Haha. And the other one says, Brendan and I, sometimes I consider it a lost cause, but I really feel for him, but a lot has happened, and there's a lot to be considered before any decision, and we don't even know what's going to happen in November, right? Now, we're really on his tail to make sure he won't screw up again and postpone it. I'm not so confident about it, LOL.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail to your brother dated August 25th, 2024 will be identified as defense exhibit number 45? Do you see that?
I do.
And can you read, is this a message that you authored and sent?
Yeah,
And can you see the highlighted portions?
I can.
Can you read that, please?
It says here, nothing new. My lawyer barely comes to see me. And later on, it says, I told mom that Brendan wants to go to Brazil with me, buy a house there, etc. But she's kind of pissed because she doesn't want me to live away from home. And that grandpa likes Bruno, but doesn't like Brendan, even though he doesn't know him. Valerie or anyone personally, I told her to stop judging based on what she heard people say, what she assumed to be true. She assumes to be true.
Okay, so if we can identify, Bruno is your former boyfriend?
Yes,
Okay. And with this smart jail mail system, were you communicating with him as well?
with Max?
Yes,
Yes.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. It's just Lisa for becoming a member. So Brendan was banging other chicks while he was banging her.
Ma'am, do you see the new smart jail mail that's on your screen?
Yes.
And did you author that?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd identify this as Defense Exhibit 46.
Okay.
When has that
Ma'am,
ever
can you
come
read the
up?
highlighted portions for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
Yes. It says, my lawyer came to see me, but he had a problem with the computer again, and we basically did nothing. He told me that they lost the other trial that took place 2 weeks ago. And the other one says, another American reporter messaged me today, trying to talk to me. I don't even know where these people
Okay.
get.
So, I'm sorry, you're saying another American reporter messaged me today.
That's what it says, yeah?
Do the media and reporters and those associated with the media, do they have the ability to communicate with you on smart jail mail?
They do.
Okay. And how long have they been communicating with
Women,
you, whether
right?
you answer them or not?
I guess throughout the whole process. I'm
So
not sure.
From the time that you were arrested?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. And are there any particular media or news people that you communicate with frequently?
Yes.
Okay, and who is it that you communicate with frequently?
Do you want me to mention the name?
It's fine to.
I'd say Josh.
Okay, Josh, and who's he associated with?
Should I say it?
I'm asking you.
He's a producer with 48 Hours.
Okay, and are you speaking to anyone else who's a producer or potentially looking to buy your story?
At that point, no.
All right, you want to rephrase your question?
Are you speaking to any other media person
Was I?
other than Josh?
Was I?
Was you or are you now?
No, yes.
Now you are?
Yes.
Okay, and that's my question. Who are you speaking to?
Who am I?
Oh, for those of you who don't get the question, it's because I have had a lot of problems with my Spring store. And today I got a T-shirt I ordered for my grandson in August. I just picked that up today. And I've seen a lot of other people are using that fourth wall creator store. I know Jimmy uses it, Emily C uses it. So I'm thinking about maybe trying to switch to another merch store if anyone needs a coffee cup or something like that. And that's why I've just seen a lot of other people are using fourth wall. So I'm thinking of potentially moving my store over there. Not that anyone wants any of my crap anyway, but if you do, I would want you to have it as fast as possible because you pay for it. Again, I'm like Emily C. I just put it at I probably make around $1 for every purchase, but it's just so it's cool to think someone has some of your crap out there, and that's why I've been looking around to find a better supplier than Spring, because Spring is really slow, and when they can't even deliver me the product I order in less than 4 months, I don't really want to have them as my contractor to do this business, because they get 95% of all the money you pay for it. So I'm just trying to look and see if Fourth Wall, and Fourth Wall have way more things that you can get. So maybe if you're into cups or stickers or stuff like that, I can better get that over there. It's just a question. You do ceramics. Can you make me a ceramic baguette that I can sell? Shouldn't say that.
Speaking to
Yes.
2 people.
Okay. Do you know their names?
I don't
I
decide
don't
size.
know their names,
Christine.
yes.
Okay. And is one of them Josh?
No.
Okay. What are their names?
Kate and Zachary.
Okay. Is that Kate Brower
Yes,
and Zachary Franks?
correct.
Okay. And has there been any sort of, have they given you anything in anticipation of something?
Anticipation of what?
In anticipation of anything? Have they given you
Have
anything?
they given you
Have
money?
they provided you anything?
Yes, they have become my support system, so they've been helping me with money to communicate with my mom, my family in Brazil, and whoever I want to communicate with,
Okay.
and money to for commissary and that stuff, yes.
So let me just slow you down there. I didn't quite hear all of that. I heard something about them giving you money.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
they make aprons
And
as
was
well.
it money to your mom in Brazil?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if you could just slow down on that and just say exactly what you just said.
I said they have become my support system.
Support
They've been
system.
they've been putting money on my books to talk to my mom, my family in Brazil, and whoever else I want to talk to, and to buy commissary and stuff, yes.
Okay. So they're, in the absence of Tess, who used to pay all of that,
Yes,
these 2 are paying money toward your commissary?
yes.
And what is it that they want from you?
Eventually I want to tell my story.
Okay. And have you negotiated anything?
No, not really.
Not really.
Okay. Have
This
they
is hurting
thrown a
her.
number out?
Have they what?
Have they thrown a number out for your story?
Yes,
Okay.
They don't have that.
Have you agreed to that number?
no.
Okay, so you're still in negotiations.
Well, you can say so.
Well, you tell me. You're the one who's involved in it.
Yeah, if you want to say yes.
Okay. And do you
They didn't
owe
do that
them
till
any
after she took the
obligations
plea.
for paying for your commissary money or your ability to use smart jail mail, any of those sort of things?
I do intend to write a story with them eventually, yes.
Okay. And is, just for curiosity's sake, is the story this story?
It's the truth, if that's what you're asking for.
No, I'm asking, is that what they're basically communicating, being your support system, paying money? It's for this story, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And what outfit are they with that would be handling this story?
What?
What company are they with that would be?
It's called Cream Productions, if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not sure.
Cream Productions?
That's what I would say, like, yeah.
Okay, and is this story going to air on any network or TV streaming service or anything like that?
I've heard,
Well, if she knows, that she can answer it. Go ahead. You can
No,
answer it if you know.
she's turning a
as
little.
far people told me, yes, but not that I have seen. Just people telling me that.
Well, it hasn't
Other
been made yet.
producers have made this
Okay.
story, yes,
But they represent some company, correct?
correct.
And what's the company?
I'm not sure. Some people said Dateline.
I'm sorry?
Some people told me they saw it on Dateline, for example.
Okay, so
I
you've-
haven't, but that's what I heard.
You've spoken to Dateline too?
I did not speak to them. I said they made this story, and somebody told me they saw it.
I'm sorry.
It's a production company that'll sell it to Dateline. It's not that hard to figure out.
They're talking about another story that they made that was on Dateline?
I did not know the story that was on Dateline. I did not see it.
I'm just trying to understand what you just said. Something about Dateline.
Yes?
Are you saying that Kate and Josh are associated with Dateline?
No, they were not.
Okay, so how did Dateline come into what you just said?
You asked if other producers, company, whatever it is, made the story, told the story on the news or TV, and I said, as far as I've heard, they did, but not that I have seen.
Okay, well, I was just asking who you were associated with and who
Oh,
was supporting you and
okay.
who they were
Yeah,
associated with.
that's not them.
Okay, and you don't know what their company is?
You're going to have to use your mic, I'm sorry.
Judge, that's been asked and answered. She said that they represented Cream Productions.
All right, asked and answered, so I'll sustain the objection. Next
Okay,
question.
I'll move on from there. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Sure.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail for August 30th
I see it.
from you to Paula?
Yes.
And that would be, Your Honor, that would be identified as defendants 47?
Yes.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, in next month, I have a hearing, one of the regular procedural hearings that we have before the trial, to decide some things. I presume now it's supposed to be twice as tiring. And of course, he won't want to talk about these things over the phone. I don't even think there are enough excuses, but it's fine. I'm getting over it. So this thing about the article in my case, my lawyer told me that last month, this Marina sent him an email saying that she was going to publish the article, etc. And he even got mad at her because we gave them your information so they could call you and write about me, not about the case, since I haven't even had my trial yet. And he said that she does not have access to police documents, my interview with them, evidence, etc. She only has access to the hearings I had because they're public documents here. But they must be either bluffing or waiting to see if I talk to them, because she told me she was going to publish it 3 weeks ago and still nothing.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail that's on the screen before you?
I see.
Your Honor, that would be identified as defendant's exhibit number 48. Ma'am, did you write this message?
Yes.
Can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, my lawyer didn't even come to see me and said he had a hearing in the morning, and when he arrived here, there was a line of lawyers and they didn't have enough time to see the clients because there are only 3 rooms, 3 lawyers at a time. He says he'll come tomorrow, son of a gun.
Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail message that's on your screen?
Yes,
From you to your mother?
yes,
Did you author that?
yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, and yes, I hope my lawyer comes tomorrow without fail. He stresses me out more than anyone else. The son of a bitch. I've already started crying and all because I got frustrated, you know.
And that's exhibit 49, is that correct?
49, I
Okay.
apologize.
Thank you, Side-Eye. Baker, you can fix her. Let her come live with you in Dutchlandia. I ain't into the business of fixing no garden tools. That's one of the services I don't offer on this channel is fixing garden tools. I know Aiden is a known fixer-upper, but I don't fix any garden tools. Yeah, Andrea. I don't have to take breaks because he'll...
Ma'am, do you see the Smart Jail Mail message on your screen
Yes,
dated September 5th, 2024?
Not really.
yes.
This will be identified as Defense Exhibit 50. Can you read the highlighted portion of the message?
He says, your mother messaged to me saying she's going to see Ryan now, and he's coming to see me. She wait for him because I have something for Ryan.
And do you see the new message on Smart Jail Mail?
Yes,
And did you write that?
I did.
Okay, Your Honor, this would be identified as Defense 51. Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
He
for the
says,
ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
He says, well, again, my lawyer won't come see me today. Mimi met him. He said he has another hearing now, and while he was here earlier, he was talking to my lawyer. I'm like, are you kidding me? You have all the time in the world to talk to her, and you do that instead of coming to see me since you were here, and I've been waiting since yesterday. As if I could go to his office to see him, right? Guess what? I can't because I'm here. I've been here longer than necessary because of his own screw-ups, delaying everything. Let's see if he won't screw up my trial too. During the trial, they will ask if I was satisfied with my lawyer, and if he represented me well, I'll be honest and say no. But it's so good that you feel the change, Mom, and try to get along with what I said to you. It's not worth it acting like this. Did he say something about being in touch with me? Because it stops there.
I think that's just a bad highlighting job. Thank you. Ma'am,
No
can you see the
304.
Smart Jail Mail communication that's on the screen?
I see it.
Okay. And is that a message sent by you to your mother?
Yes.
And it looks like it's September 5th, 2024 at 9:18 a.m. Your Honor, that would be identified as Defense Exhibit number 52.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion?
It says,
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
He says, let's see if my lawyer shows up today. He makes me very frustrated. I'm never happy satisfied with his work. He says he will do things, but he doesn't. He's delaying my entire process. Says he'll come see me and nothing. Doesn't make an effort, you know. I should have changed lawyers long ago, but now it's too late.
What's wrong with her wanting a better lawyer?
Ma'am, do you see the Smart Jail Mail on the screen?
Yes.
And this looks like it's September 5th, 2024.
That one I already read.
Is that the one you just read?
Yes.
Oh, that must be a duplicate, sorry.
And thank you, It's Just Lisa, for gifting 5 memberships
Scratch
to
that, Judge.
Christine 8660. Hopeful, happy.
I believe there are some
Miss
differences.
Fem
Ma'am. Can you just
Patel,
read the highlighted portions, and that would be
Elaine Pisey,
identified
Melissa
as
Fisson.
Defense Exhibit number 52,
Thank you.
53.
Well, that's the one I just read. It
Can
still
you
shows
please
it.
read it again?
Oh, it says, well, again, my lawyer won't come see me today. Mimi met him. He said he has another hearing now, and while he was here earlier, he was
Are we
talking
getting
to my lawyer.
attacked?
I'm like, are you kidding me? You have all the time in the world to talk to her, and you do that instead of coming to see me since you're here, and I've been waiting since yesterday. As if I could go to his office to see him, right? Guess what? I can because I'm here. I've been here longer than necessary because of his own screw-ups, delaying everything. Let's see if he won't screw up in my trial. During the trial, they will ask if I was satisfied with my lawyer and if he represented me well, and I'll be honest and say no.
And that's one of the questions that's on the plea form that you signed.
As far as I remember,
Okay. And did you say no at that time?
I did not.
Okay. So you told him you were satisfied, you told the judge that you were satisfied with his and her services?
Yeah, he explained well to me.
Okay. So between September 5th and the plea in October 29th, everything seemed to be fine with your relationship with your lawyer that you've been talking about in these emails?
I guess so.
Okay, well, you lived it, so I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Welcome, Turtle Riders. Thank you, Aiden, for the raid. We are watching a trial out of Virginia where this young lady took a plea deal admitting that she unalived her boyfriend's wife and a guy that they had set up. It's kind of a little bit complicated. There is a fetish website you can go on and hook up with people who likes a little bit kinky stuff. We don't kink shame on this channel, we killer shame. And they had hooked up with a guy under a fake account name that was linked to the wife's accounts, and had set up that he should come over with a knife, some chains, some rope, and give her a good old grape fantasy. She was placed close by so she could call when he arrived at the house. The husband would come home, went in, shot Joseph Ryan, who was just there because he thought he met a lady who had a little bit of a kink in her and wanted to do some really freaky stuff called blood play. I can't recommend that one. And then when they had shot him, he apparently went over and stabulated his wife multiple times in the neck jugular area, in the back of the head so hard that he chipped her skull. Both of them passed away. They kind of got away with it for a bit, but then the police apparently started looking at some blood spatter and that the bodies had been repositioned, and they got this nanny in jail, or the au pair, and we are going through the cross-examination of her right now, where the defense attorney is trying to make her look unbelievable because she have given up the entire plot, that they went to New York and he started talking about, I'm just gonna unalive my wife, and she was like, okay, and at some point she agreed to help him do it. She has taken a plea deal that could potentially land her 10 years in prison for manslaughter, but the recommendation from the state will be time served. That would have been, if the trial had gone at the time it was supposed to go, 2 years in prison. Now she's looking at time served, what will be 3.5 years for a manslaughter. She admitted that she pulled out a pistol and shot Joseph Ryan as well. And she helped lure him over there. I don't like prison snitches. I don't like plea deals. It's kind of like, I just got a notification saying I'm live in 30 minutes. That's because I have a late night stream set up for when they go on the lunch break. I'll just move it. But it's kind of like the Raul Valle case. If you lie for the state, you'll get a deal. But on the other side, she's going to be deported. So she's not your problem anymore. And
Ma'am,
welcome
do you see
Turtle
the
Rider.
smart jail mail message on your screen?
Please help me with
Yes.
the poll.
Okay. And did you write this?
Yes.
And can you, this would be identified as Defense Exhibit 54. Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion for the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, difficult to trust him, knowing how he's like. His lack of commitment and care. At first he said he would spend 2 hours with me, and when he came to see me. I wish. He barely shows up. He just makes us wait. But what can I do? It's too late to change lawyers. I don't trust him.
Ma'am, this is a smart jail mail that you authored to Paola, your friend. Can you read this would be marked as exhibit number 55, Defense Exhibit 55?
Yes.
Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
He says, and about my lawyer, I wish. Good heavens. He makes me so mad. Last week alone, he said 3 times that he would come to see me on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He didn't show up. Brendan's mother kept sending messages and calling, and he kept her waiting for him, me waiting for him, and he still hasn't shown up. So on Friday, my female lawyer came to see me to talk about this next hearing. Nothing much, sweet Lord. I told her that I don't trust him. I'm scared because my life is in his hands. You know, that I don't know how he expects me to stay calm when he doesn't even have the responsibility and commitment to come to see me or do things when they're supposed to be done, delaying my entire process, etc.
Ma'am, do you see the message that you authored from September 15th, 2024?
Yes,
Okay. This would be identified as defense
Well,
number
it's not that
56.
hot.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
it says, "It's been 11 months since I've been here. My goodness, I need this to end as soon as possible."
Okay, so on September 15th, you're just ready to end it, correct?
Yeah,
Because you have a trial in less than two months from then, right?
correct.
And what's the basis? Why are you saying, I just want it to end right now?
That's the same way I always felt. I just wanted this to be over.
Okay, but this is the first time that you've written it in one of your smart jail mail messages. What's the reason at this point?
I'm not really sure.
Okay, do you remember writing this?
I mean, it's here. I know it's for me, but I can tell you the messages I wrote every day, and
Okay, so you don't have any specific recollection as to this message?
specifics, no.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see this smart jail mail message
Yes,
on the screen? Your Honor, we identify that as defense number 57. Is this the person that you were talking about?
Yes.
Your friend who's supporting you?
no,
Okay, so this is someone who's reaching out. Were you aware when he reached out that that was the day that Brendan was indicted?
at that point, I didn't.
Okay. Did he say anything to you in your communications in addition to this?
Yeah, he had mentioned that Brenda was just indicted.
Okay, can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, "Dear Ms. Magalhães, I'm a producer for the show 48 Hours on the North American channel, CBS News. Our team is researching your case in the hope of producing a 1-hour documentary about your story. We'd like to ask you to consider participating in an on-camera interview. I'd also like to speak with any friends or relatives you think could be additional voices on your behalf. But first, I propose that we have a conversation over the phone, or even a video call, or an informal in-person meeting, so that I can tell you a bit about my experience over more than 30 years of a journalist, my interest in your story, and my ideas for the project. Feel free to contact me if you can. If you prefer to speak in Portuguese, I can arrange for a translator. Thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you."
Now, was Josh one of the contributors to your account here at the Fairfax County Sheriff's Office?
Pode me contribute?
Did he put money in?
No, he did not.
Okay.
This lady has nothing to do with the BDSM. They were just on the BDSM side to have a patsy that they could kill and claim was the one murdering the person.
Are you still talking to him?
I was.
Are you still?
No.
Okay. Ma'am, do you see the smart jail mail communication on your screen?
Yes.
Did you author this?
Yes.
This would be marked as defense exhibit number 58. Can you please read the highlighted portion to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury? This is
It's-
from September 16th, 3:49 p.m.
It says, "I heard they either arrested or are detaining Brenda now. Have you heard anything about it? I'm scared. They sent me downstairs because they had a search warrant for my cell to see if they didn't find anything here, etc. You know." Then a guy from the TV channel messaged me saying he saw on the news that they had arrested him. My goodness, I don't know what's happening.
You have to reach out to Jamie. Jamie
Ma'am, do you
is
see the smart
the
jail
one
mail
taking care of
that is on
membership
your
super
screen?
chats not coming
Yes.
through.
And is this something that you authored?
Her
Yes.
office hours is
Your Honor, I'd identify
now.
this as defense exhibit number 59.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you read the highlighted portions to
Yes.
the jury and the
It's
ladies and
a-
gentlemen of the jury?
It says, "I want to avoid people staring at me and talking about me and Brendan. I'm so disheartened, so low on energy. I just want to lay down and sleep, tired. Even with the double dose of medicine, I didn't sleep well."
So Brendan's arrest had a real significant effect on you, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and is that where you're disheartened, you're low on energy, you're not able to sleep?
That's what I
You're saying in
said.
this message?
Yes.
Okay, and that corresponds with him having you confirmed that he was in fact arrested, not just heard it, you've confirmed it 5 days later, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at that point, were you on any sort of medications for depression or anxiety or anything like that?
At that point, I don't think so.
Okay, so you had stopped them at some point?
I had.
Okay. Ma'am, can you read the smart jail mail message that's on the screen before you?
Yes.
And did you author that?
That's from my mother to me.
Can you read the highlighted portion to the
It
ladies
says-
and gentlemen of the jury?
It says, but it seems that I was guessing he was guilty and putting the blame on you. At least you'll get rid of this. I don't know if it will be good for you to tell. I'm afraid she might block you from being able to talk to us. But you know what is best, because she probably doesn't know that he blamed it. If you tell Mimi, tell her not to cut you off from your mom, please. Tell her that it was who blamed it.
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about. It appears you and your mother are worried about the monies to be able to communicate, correct?
Like I said before, yes.
Okay, no, I'm talking about this at this moment.
Yes,
Okay, and it appears that you're worried about any monies that might be going in so you can get extra food, correct?
yes,
Okay, and it appears that your mother is telling you that Brendan is the planner, correct?
yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. And was that the first time that you said that?
Judge, I'm going to object. This message is from,
I can't unring that bell, it's a delayed objection, thank you.
Okay.
Is that the first time that you said it, that Brendan, in time, on October 26, 2024? Is that the first time that you said what your mother's written here?
The first time I said what?
What your mother has written in this message?
Well, that's the only one I see here. I don't remember if she had said it before. I can recall.
I'm not asking about whether she said it. I'm asking about whether you said it.
But I'm confused, because this is a message from my mom to me,
Yeah.
not from me to her. So I don't know what I said before this.
Well, it appears she's telling you to tell Tess or them that Brendan planned the whole thing,
Well, that's what she said, yes.
okay? And what I'm asking is, was that the day when you told the police that Brendan planned the whole thing?
I had mentioned to my mom before about the plea. I had mentioned to her that I was thinking about taking the plea. And I had the reasons I was scared of why I didn't take the plea. And this message, that's when I told her that I had signed the plea, and that's why she responded to me. But she was aware before that I was thinking about taking the plea.
So you had signed the plea on the 26th of October?
Now I don't remember the date.
Do you remember the plea as being October 29th? 3 days later?
Yeah, the picture said yes.
So when was it that you made the agreement to the plea that you signed and was executed on October 29th?
I don't remember the date exactly I signed it. I don't know where we're going with
Do
this.
you need to see the plea form? Yeah. Do you need to see it?
Yeah, you can show me.
Okay.
Come on.
Can you see the plea form on the screen?
I can.
Just let me know if you need me to scroll up for you when you finish looking at it.
I see it.
Do you need me to scroll up so you can know when you signed it?
Yeah.
Is that the 28th of October?
Yeah.
Is that what it says? I just...
It says 28th of October, yes.
And so my question was with regard to the previous message, that was where your mother said to you, tell everyone that Brendan planned this. And within 2 days, you've signed a plea with supporting evidence saying that Brendan planned this. Understand? So my question was, when did you say Brendan planned this to the police for the first time?
Well, during the first interview we had,
And do you know when that was?
I remember it was a Friday.
Okay. Was it in October?
It was in October.
Okay. So October 25th, does that sound right?
Sounds about right.
Was that where you were in a room with another prosecutor, not these two, was asking you questions?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me ask you a little bit about what went on prior to you entering into that plea.
Ask her.
Can you see your screen?
Yes.
Have you seen this?
Not that I remember.
Okay, let's go through it. It's a pleading in the circuit court.
Judge, I'm going to object. She says she hasn't seen it, so how could she testify about what's in it?
True
I
that.
think she said she's not sure.
And
Well, I mean, if you want to ask questions about it, you can, but can we mark it as an exhibit, though, please?
Oh, yes. Okay, Your Honor, we mark it as defense exhibit number 61.
Okay.
Let me just scroll through it so you can see what you need to see, ma'am. And if you want me to slow down, so you want to read? Or you
I'm
wanna
not
read it?
reading.
You've already read it?
I said I'm not reading right now.
Would you like to read it, is what my question was.
If you want me to, I can.
Stop
I'm going to ask
being
you questions
snippy.
about it, so it might be a good idea. The next page?
Yeah.
Next page?
Next.
Next page?
Soon, can you not put your photo from the other account on this one? No. Let her be sus.
Next.
I think that's the end.
Okay.
Had you ever received this motion?
Again, I do not remember that.
Okay. Do you remember what you read there? Do you remember what was happening, what happened or was going to happen prior to the plea?
I think I was going to continue my trial.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking, yeah.
So when did you find that out and how did you find that out?
I don't remember how I found that out.
Could it have been this motion?
Could have,
Did you go to court?
but my lawyer told me.
Okay. So were you in agreement with this motion?
To continue the trial?
Yeah.
Yes.
You agreed to continue the trial?
Well, what choice did I have?
Well, that's a good point. What choice did you have? Had you agreed to plead guilty prior to this motion being heard?
I don't
Judge,
need,
I'm going to object. There's no date that has been given when
All right,
this
you want me a
motion
foundation for a
was.
date?
There's no, yeah.
I'm just asking what, I don't know when the motion was going to be heard either, Judge.
Then how could she
needs a
answer
date
the
for
question,
reference,
you
I think.
idiot?
Okay.
I can answer if something I don't know about.
It's exactly right.
Next witness, I think she's as honest as she's gonna get. He got her kind of in the ropes when he asked about her getting paid by a production company to give her story. They paid for her commissary and stuff like that because she doesn't have any support system. She's from Brazil, so that was a good question to put in the jury. But at the same time, he's not really landing all the punches he's trying. He's trying to bring up all of these jail mails that, oh, you switched because you got a plea deal. And I don't think they're landing. It's more like in the beginning was my lawyers believe we have a good case. Then she got frustrated with her lawyers. And then, oh, they arrested Brendan. Probably at that point, you figure out, I'm going to sing first because I'm not getting stuck in here. I'm going all the way back to Brazil as fast as I can. It's Judge Ascarati you could hear. Is Brazil a high crime country? Yes, it's a very high crime country. Her getting a green card by banging this guy would probably be a really good opportunity for her future if she could get to America. Brazil is very high crime.
So you don't know about it.
Well, I'm saying this now.
Now, let me just ask you this. We'll switch subjects. During the beginning portion, during the first 2 weeks of October, you had an emergency health crisis, correct?
I did.
Okay, and you were taken away from the jail here, correct?
Yes.
And you were in the hospital setting, correct?
Yes.
And you were being watched by law enforcement because you had come from here,
Yes.
correct? How long were you in the hospital setting for?
10 days.
10 days. And that was the first portion of October?
It was.
What was the time frame, if you recall?
It was October 13th.
Until October 13th or sorry,
No,
13th?
I went to the hospital October 13th.
For those of you who didn't hear it when you Aiden rated me, she has signed a plea deal. Time served is what the state recommends. So, of course, you'll get deported because she'll be convicted of manslaughter. That'll be a very easy deportation order coming right after that one. But again, if next witness and I are going in for the same crime, I'm singing so fast they will believe I'm Frank Sinatra because I'm getting my fat ass out of there faster than they can close the door.
So you were in the hospital October 13th, and if I understand, based on your answer, you were there until the 23rd?
No, she had a gallbladder operation.
That's correct.
Okay. And
Gallbladder.
and then on the 28th, on the 25th, you told the prosecutors you were going to accept the deal.
Yes.
And then on the 28th, you signed the deal.
Correct.
And you appeared before Judge Ascarati on October 29th.
Correct.
So you recall all of those dates.
I do.
Okay. And my question to you is, you just testified that you were going to tell the story the Commonwealth's having you tell because you just wanted the truth to be out there. Is that correct?
I wanted to tell the truth, yes.
Okay. And so from October 13th, 2023 to October 28th, 2024.
We talked about it yesterday, where Jess pointed out probably not the best place to be if you're recovering from a surgery in a prison. It's not known for their high standards of sanitation. So they probably kept her in the hospital to make sure that she might have gotten an infection. We don't know, but yeah, 10 days for a gallbladder. Some people saying we walked out of the hospital the same day, and other people said I had a baby, and I'm thinking that's a lie.
You were not concerned about telling the truth, but then on the heels, on the brink of a trial, which potentially was going to be continued, we don't know.
Testifying, I'm not asking a question.
What's the objection?
Oh,
Counsel is testifying. This is a narrative that counsel is providing.
Argumentative, possibly?
Argumentative.
Oh, all right. I'll sustain the objection if you want to.
I'm sorry?
I'll sustain the objection if you want to ask another question.
So, are you asking the ladies and gentlemen of the jury to believe that you came out during that time frame because you wanted the truth to be known versus any time the year before that?
Well, the fact that I took a year to accept my plea, it does not mean that I didn't have an intention to tell the truth before. It does not mean that.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
I said, just because it took me out a while to take the plea, it does not mean that I didn't have the intention to do so. I just didn't get to do it. And for many reasons I said before, I was concerned about. But it
Okay.
does not mean I didn't want to do it.
Okay. And so your health crisis didn't have anything to do with it?
Well, just coincidentally, when I came back from the hospital,
So it was a coincidence?
you can say that.
Well, I'm asking you.
Well, yes.
Okay. Could it have something to do with being 3,000 miles away from your family when you're having a health crisis?
Well, it might have been all the factors together. We can consider that one of the factors too.
Okay, and that's what I'm going through. An upcoming trial, is that part of it?
I was not really thinking about that.
Okay. The health crisis, being far from home, correct?
Correct?
Okay. Brendan being arrested and jailed, is that part of it?
Yes.
What other parts?
I said before that I had my concerns about communication with my mother. And yes, that's what I said before too.
Okay, so it was because of communications for your mother that you thought you'd take the deal as one of the parts?
You can put into the equation, yes.
Okay, so it's all the things that we just talked about went into you
Telling the
deciding
truth.
that the truth was to be told on October 28th, 2024.
Yes.
And that's what you're telling the ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
What am I telling them?
That's when you decided the truth needed to be told?
I'm not telling them that.
Well, you're testifying before.
I
them, you're testifying before the court.
withheld the truth for a long time just to myself. And it was a lot for me to deal with.
Okay,
And I just couldn't do it this anymore. It was too much for me. And I do believe that part of me getting sick, it was just one of the factors. There is only so much your brain can take before your body starts responding to the stress as well. And only I do know how I felt. Only do I know what I was carrying with me, how long I withheld the truth.
okay. And so when I was asking you how you felt that made these statements about pain and torture and all those things in the emails, you didn't really have anything to say about that.
Of course I
what is
didn't
it-
have.
What is it that you were holding in?
Of course I didn't have anything to say to that because I knew our letters could be read because I was going through my lawyer. And at that point, my lawyer did not know the truth either. I did not tell him that. So I knew he was reading the letters as well. So I couldn't do that. And I did not tell Tess, Brendan's mother, about how I was feeling, withholding the truth, because she did not know either. She did not have any knowledge about what really happened. And so how was I supposed to express in the letters that I was feeling guilty or ashamed and all that stuff for if the letters were being read? If she didn't know the truth, I couldn't do it.
So the truth, you were holding the truth yourself and no one else knew.
Well, Brenda does.
Well, but we're talking about you in jail,
Oh, yes,
okay? And so you were just holding that for an entire year by yourself,
I was.
enjoying the benefits of a lawyer,
Yeah,
enjoying the benefits of whatever comes into the commissary or for communication purposes. Correct?
if that's one how I describe it.
She was in prison. She wasn't enjoying the benefits of a lawyer. She was in prison.
I can describe that way.
Isn't that some of the benefits of either having you're a lawyer or Tess Banfield helping you out?
Well, I had their love and their support. Yes, I did.
Okay, and so you were concerned about losing that? Is that why you were holding the truth?
Losing what specifically?
Losing her love and her support financially?
Yeah, I was lost and afraid in so many ways, yes.
Okay, and that's essentially the crux of the communication with your mother, which was the last Smart Jail mail that we were talking about, isn't that right?
Can you rephrase their question?
That was essentially the discussion between you and your mother about telling everyone that Brendan was the one who planned this.
Well, that was the conversation we had.
I understand that, I saw it. And that's something that you knew was going to be read, correct?
Yes.
And when she said that to you, my question to you was, who was it you told that Brendan planned this whole thing for the first time, and when was that?
Yes, my mother.
And when was
Because,
that?
how can I tell you? I do not remember the date.
I mean, with all due respect, you don't remember a lot of details.
Yeah.
And that's what's really concerning about this.
Well, if you were in my shoes, you don't remember either. You know, your brain has a way to, a defense mechanism it's called,
Okay.
and it protects you from losing your mind,
Don't
losing
do
yourself.
this, don't
And
do
many
this,
things
don't do
our brain
this.
blocks out, and I guess everybody can relate to that at some point.
So your brain's blocked out the details of this plan that
Judge,
you've talked about?
objection. That is not what she said.
I'll overrule it. I didn't hear the question.
So your brain has blocked out the details of this plan that essentially your whole future rests on with the Commonwealth?
I still don't understand your question. What
So-
are you implying?
Your lack of detail is because of your brain blocking it out?
Yes?
Okay. And even included in the things that are important, like this plan that you've been talking about, but we haven't heard any details.
Well, I can tell you that the fact that I do not remember some specific details does not mean it's a lie. I can guarantee that everybody has things in life that they do not remember, and it doesn't make
Okay.
any less.
I appreciate that. We're talking about you, though, and what you say.
I'm talking about me, too.
But if you can just give me a chance to question. What you're saying is that you're forgetting crucial details regarding a horrific, tragic event for many people here.
Yeah.
And you're not able to remember those details.
Well, I think you can also call it trauma
Okay,
for
so-
things that you've seen, for things that happened that your brain blocks out.
Okay.
Yes.
So your brain's blocking it, you've got trauma, that's blocking it. What else? What are the other reasons you're not able to explain details relating to this case?
What do you mean other reasons?
What other reasons? I mean, you seem to have two at least. What are the other reasons?
Or I cannot remember some details.
Okay. Okay. Well, Your Honor, is this a good time for break?
I was just going to ask you, is this a good time for break?
This is a good time for break.
Oh, okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and take our lunch recess then for the next hour. Please do not do any outside research and don't discuss the case with anybody, okay? Thank you.
She couldn't remember the details of what happened on day 379. She didn't know the details of what happened in her month.
It's the defense table who we can hear. They need to fix that mic. They have to turn this. This is in Virginia.
Ma'am, since you still are testifying, make sure you not discuss your testimony or your case with anybody during lunch hour, okay? All right, back at 2.
Thank you, Judge. Right?
Two people? Okay.
All rise.
I don't know. I don't think he lands enough punches. He gets her a little angry, and then because he's so slow, she gets time to kind of reset her defense and go back into the, well, I'm the victim here in reality. I don't feel I'm not feeling he's landing. And again, if we go back to the opening statements, this is where he needs to land all the punches. He needs her to be absolutely untrustworthy as a victim, as a witness. Is she trustworthy? But is she the worst person we have ever seen who took a plea deal? No. No, 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 no. So, yeah. Is Creepy going to watch her walk out like yesterday? They switched back to the baguette, so they didn't show it. If you're going to go with a defense like this, you let a psychologist or someone testify about it. You don't let the devil speak through you about psychology, understand? Well, she's not really, it's not her defense. She's just testifying. But she should just shut the hell up. Love Judge Penny. Yeah, she's good. But I don't think it was just Penny who was on the hot mic. She's way too quick for him. Well, she gets a shit ton of time to reset. I don't think it's not smart to give her so much time, but he is so slow. He could battle Tuesday for being the slowest person on the planet. He goes too easy on her, but he's not landing Holly Mack. That's why I think he might be going too easy on her, because normally you would 1-2 punch them, but he's just not landing anything. I think she's been prepped pretty good for what she's there to do. I think he could have gotten under her skin if he could rapid fire some more. But the problem is he takes way too long to set up his questions, and I think that kind of loses momentum. Yeah, he doesn't have to see blood in the water. No, because that one time where he got her rattled to begin with, where people said, oh, now she's mad, now she's mad. He took 45 seconds to ask the next question. As we all know, 45 seconds is a lifetime. You can make a lot of butt dials in 45 seconds. And taking 45 seconds to come on a follow-up, and it's not a follow-up that goes right back to what she's angry about, you lose momentum. That's what it's all about. You done? Well, don't be done. Come back later. He needed a minute to readjust to his approach. Well, he has readjusted it a lot then, because oh my God, he's so slow. I bet her lawyer doesn't tell her shizzle because she hates him. Does she even have a lawyer now? She has a plea deal, so she's probably just on some, I don't know, public defender. Now she has the pleasure of dealing with, but it's not guaranteed, right? I mean, Judge A can say hell to the nah and say thanks, but no thanks corrected. It depends on if it's just as Karate who's gonna give her sentencing. We don't know that because she's just awaiting sentencing till after this trial is done to make sure that she remembers all the things she has to remember. And for those of you who weren't here yesterday, this is how she looked when she was dolled up. You can maybe understand a little better why he did it instead of when you see her in court. She's a couple of pinters. But she has a nice boob window in that picture. So again, the judge can give her a maximum of 10 years because the plea deal is manslaughter. But there is a sentencing request, or what you would say, recommendation from the state saying time served, which will be 3 years. We saw in the Adam Montgomery case where Kayla Montgomery was looking at 7.5 to 15 years in prison for perjury. No one gets charged or convicted of perjury in the history of ever. She did twice. The second she had testified and Adam Montgomery had been sent to prison, she got out after 3 years in prison. It's the same in the Raoul Valley case. They were looking at 100 years in prison and they took a plea deal. I would have done the same. When me and Sleuthy Goosey is going down, her ass is going way downer than I am because I'll be singing. She told me everything about it. I wasn't there. She said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to tear this anew, and then I'm going to stuff my hand and I'm going to use them as a hand puppet. I had nothing to do with it. Well, she came in and she threw all this blood on me to kind of get me in on it so I wouldn't spill the beans, but beans be spilled. That's how it's going to go. She took a plea to protect herself. That's exactly what I would have done. Sleuthy Goosey is going down. Yes, we might be looking at some potential crimes. Very interesting trial. Enjoy listening to. It is actually a good trial. I wish he was faster, the defense lawyer, and I wish he was a little bit better. But that's how it is. But everyone, we'll be back in roughly 40 minutes, so we are ready when court starts up again. I'm going to ship you over to a stream. Don't worry, it says it's going to start. It's because I didn't know when we were going on break today. So I'll do that. And Rumblers, I am going to set up a new Rumble and get us ready for that one as well. She has no remorse for participating. That's what really bothers me versus her deal. Lori Vallis, that's where I'm thinking if you have a judge who noticed that, you could be in trouble. Honestly, I'm really surprised it took her so long to flip as she did. No, because he stayed on the outside. The second he got caught up in it, she thought, well, fuck, this is going to go down. I'm going to get sent to prison for life. I'm taking a plea deal. Just like when Sleuthy is being arrested. Trust me, I'm doing the same. Clean that baguette during the break, Baker. No, I'm going to go make myself some dinner. And I'm actually, just because I found it in the stores today, I'm having a bagel with my dinner tonight because apparently I like my bagels. I've only had 4 in my entire life, and I'm having 1 more tonight. Melmac, you're going to be shipped over to the comeback at 2, where we're going to watch it again. Yes. I'm coming back. We are doing full days back in trial mode. As I've said earlier this year, I'm not going to do as many trials like last year because these days are really tough to sit here for this many hours. And but when we do trials, we will do them full days. We might, some trials, if the timing doesn't work, we'll do it on 1 day delay, but we do the full day. We're not stopping midway through because then we'll get out of flow and people don't like that. But we're not doing 22 trials this year. That's, yeah. Stream you eating the bagel. No, I don't eat on screen because then people will just put that in videos and say, look at that fat fuck. Did he go to Poland? They do bagel there. No, I was at the local store and they had some cheddar chili bagels, and I'm just making something fast, so I'm just chucking something on that. If you don't show us the bagel, it doesn't exist. Well, then I can't be blamed for eating bagels and honey buns and Susie Q's. That's a good thing. Yeah, because next witness will clip it when I'm. Look at this fat guy. Hey, Buck. Bye, Buck. We're getting out of here. We'll be back in roughly 40 minutes. See you later. Do all the things.
I'm Jimmy. How y'all doing?
I know English is your second language, but you don't word
It's
your
my
questions
third,
carefully.
but I'm still better at it than you. You are
The most important people in this case that everybody seems to have forgotten in this room is the jury. So we're going to take a 15-minute break and both sides take a pregnant pause and think about the jury.